Well, hello and welcome to the Back of the Net Watchalong. It's Saturday and it's our penultimate match of the season. We're at Adams Park. It's Wycombe Wanderers versus AFC Bournemouth, and this is the match Watchalong with myself, Sam Davis, and Tom Jordan too. Look at those beautiful rolling hillsides. Gorgeous, isn't it? The match starts in less than 15 minutes. Tell you what, change side or what? Stay tuned for the team lineup and we'll get Tom's reaction and analysis of the side that Jonathan Woodgate has decided to put out today. Now, you can send us photos of your watch-along setups, but this time send us an email to do it. We're not using Twitter, Insta or Facebook over the weekend, so email your pictures to fans@afcbpodcast.com. That's fans@afcbpodcast.com. Try to take them in landscape if you can, and then we'll get them on. And we can get you on straight afterwards in the free-for-all. It starts at 5 p.m. It's just a case of grabbing some headphones and plugging it into your device, and we will chat as usual. We cannot wait to hear your views. It's an important match for Wycombe. They've got to win. That could favour us in a way. How do you think it's going to go, though? Get interactive on chat, and you can support us too with a super chat, which is a paid-for chat, and we truly appreciate it. So Adams Park is the venue today. As I said, my name is Sam Davis, but with me, we've got the man, the myth, and the legend that is Tom Jordan here. Tom, how are you, sir?
Very well, thank you, mate. Very well. It's nice to go in quite relaxed to a game now that we've secured the playoffs. So, yeah, looking forward to it.
And we are relaxed, but Wycombe won't be relaxed. They have to win to have any chance of staying up. So we're going to be seeing a team that usually in any other part of the season might be sitting back and trying to soak up possession, almost like they did in the home match. But they've got to come out and attack today. But ironically, that could favour us, right?
Yeah, I think they're not set up in that way, obviously. I remember watching us against them, and they're a team that will try and make it tight and make it difficult. I still think if I was the manager of them, I would try and do that and try and keep it 0-0 as long as possible, and then try and nick something from a set piece or something like that and try and nick a 1-0. But yeah, they were a scrappy side, difficult to break down, but didn't have a lot of quality. So I still think even with the changes, we should have too much.
So let's go through those changes now, shall we? And it's a change lineup, I've got to say, Tom. And I was about to say, when you check Twitter at 2:00, we're not doing that. It was all on afcb.co.uk, all your relevant apps. But this was the side that greeted us. So we'll just scroll through the lineup here. But Tom, talk us through what you saw. Yeah,
well, Begovic obviously staying in goal. Don't really need to rush a keeper, so he's got the armband today. I kind of thought, Stacey or Smith and Rico was going to play because Kelly's out. The interesting one, notable one there is no Steve Cook. Obviously choosing to rotate him, good chance for Meps. But yeah, a little bit concerned that Cookie's not even made the bench, which would make me think there's no centre-halves on the bench, so he might have a slight knock of some sort. Hopefully that's not too serious. Wilshere and Pearson, I expected Wilshere to play. Thought it would be either Pearson or Lerma. Lerma's probably playing more football, so obviously giving him a rest. And yeah, that's interesting because Arnie and Solanke would not have wanted to be rested. They're on a decent run and they want to get that goal scoring tally as high as they can. But they're two key players, so he's chose to. I hope it's like that, as you've put there. Brooksy in the 10. We like Stanislas off the left. But it'll be interesting to see because I think you could see Riquelme on the left, teaming up with his Spaniard, Rico potentially. But yeah, it'll be interesting. I'm not sure about Surridge on his own. I like him with Dom. Be interesting to see how he leads the line, but still enough quality there.
So now's a chance to see players like Roro. I mean, they've had isolated spells. Chris Mepham has this season. He's, usually be in the side, but not at all. And it's a chance for them to stake their claim, isn't it? I mean, I think we all know the side that we want to be playing in the playoffs, but it's a chance for players in this game to say, hey, Woodgate, look at me.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I think everyone remembers the last time Meps played and he had a really bad error in the game. But I think if you remember, Carter Vickers has only just come in. He's been brilliant, which is why Meps hasn't got another shout. But I think he's had a lot of good performances as well. I think people, you always look at the errors more, but he has had a lot of good performances. So I don't think them two have actually played together as a two, though. So that'd be interesting. But yeah, good opportunity, like you're saying. There'll be people like Roro, Surridge, Brooks, Stanislas as well, Wilshere, kind of going, if I could perform today, I might give myself a shout for them playoff games. So yeah, and it's, like I say, it's still a really good side and still a side that should cause them enough problems, I think.
You think so? So the substitutes on the bench for AFC Bournemouth are Jefferson Lerma, Dom Solanke, we've got Dan Juma, Shane Long returns, Adam Smith, Travers Billing, Anthony, and also Jay-Z as well. That's Zamora, who is on as well. Right, Tom, tell me what you know about Wycombe Wanderers. I'm sure you've done your research. You know everything about the Chairboys, right?
Yeah, obviously. No, I remember him from the game that we had at Dean Court. Managed to go to that one. Stockdale's in goal. He's come in for quite a while because obviously it was Rocky. Ryan Alsop was their goalkeeper at the start of the season, but I think they've gone with experience in Stockdale for a while now. Don't know a lot about that defence, to be honest. I know McCarthy was a scummer back in the day, so I don't particularly like him, but solid defence. McCleary's he's always been a championship player. I think he's played at Reading and Forest. He's got to be in his mid-30s now. Onyedema, yeah. I think he was pretty handy when we played him, actually. He used to play for Millwall. And the only player I knew a lot about was he come off the bench against us, Ikpeazu. Yeah. And he was a blimmin' handful. He's a monster. And I remember thinking I'd never seen him before. And he come off the bench when we were winning 1-0 or just before that. And he was a bit of a handful because he's just a big unit. He's almost like a younger Akinfenwa. So they'll probably aim him as a bit of a target man. But don't know an awful lot about him. But as I say, they were a really hard-working team when I saw him. And I thought, they might be able to grind up enough results out to stay in this league. Hasn't quite worked out because they did lack a lot of quality when we played them. I thought they're a team that punched above their weight, working really hard, but don't know if they've got quite enough quality to stay in the division, which probably will end up happening, but they've got a little chance, haven't they?
So do you think this is a break for the players? Is this the sort of circuit breaker? Are we going to go into the Stoke game next week with the side that will be playing in the playoffs? Do you think, because he'll want to carry some momentum in, surely? I wouldn't have thought he would go this lineup again versus the Potters at home next week. Surely he'll be going with the side that will give us some momentum to springboard us into our first semi-final, whoever it's going to be against.
Yeah, that's what I'd have thought. I think that he's chose to rest more today, and I think he'll, as you say, I think he'll go a bit stronger. It might be a few little ones, but I think he'll go stronger for the last game because I think it's still over a week till the playoffs start after that Stoke game. I think it's like 9 days. So I think that'll be one where I think, you've got a break after that anyway. And he's kind of choosing this one to be more of a break. But I think he'll look at that home game against Stoke and think, this is the one where I want to see the connections and things like that. But yeah, like I say, Steve Cook might have a niggle. We know Kelly's out. So there's a few that he's probably forced a little bit. But yeah, I think we'll go a little bit stronger against Stoke because you wouldn't want kind of a Dan Juma Solanke, say, Lerma, having like nearly 3 weeks off from the game until the play. So I don't see that. I would see this game kind of, he might bring a few of them off the bench if needed. And I think against Stoke, he'll try and play the key players for an hour and hope that regardless of the result, actually, probably just say, right, Arnie, Dom, you're going to play for an hour, then I'm going to take you off. I think that'll probably happen against Stoke. But we've got a good squad, so good chance for a lot of them today.
Right, so this half-time today, we could be joined once again by the legend that is John Garrard, a.k.a. Nonny from the North Stand. If you want to see him on your screen, we need to have 50 likes by half-time. If we can get that, we'll bring him in because he's on standby. He's warming up his vocal cords. Hit the like button now. We would truly appreciate it. And we'll get Nonny on at half-time for his analysis of the first half, his analysis of the playoffs, who he wants to play, who he wants to avoid, and also we might be able to get in a Red Army as well. Now, of course, this weekend, you'll be aware that clubs in all sports up and down the country, they're boycotting social media over the bank holiday weekend in protest at the ease at which people are able to discriminate without reprisal online. That includes racism, homophobia, xenophobia, sexism, and all other forms of intolerance. We've joined them as well. We think it's important too. And at half time, we'll be sharing our message about what we think about the boycott. Because, some people say, what will it do? It will return. But I tell you what, the social media companies will realise what's happening and it will hit them in the pocket. And we'll explain more at half time and explain our stance. But I hope you're all joining in on that boycott of social media. So let's see who's here then. Here we go, Morgan Scott. Good afternoon. We got Aaron Kay. Hi all. He says he's in two minds about the lineup. He's worried that we'll lose momentum, but happy to protect key players. And that's always the sort of equation that Woody's had this week, I'm sure, Tom.
Yeah, and I think he was quite open about it, which I like that he said, I've got a bit of a problem, bit of a dilemma. And you can look at it either way, can't you? Because momentum, but then, if we'd gone with the strongest team today and Arnie gets injured, everyone will be going, why did you play Arnie? So it's a really difficult one. So I think it is it was always going to be, or not sure. He's made more changes than I thought. I thought it might be 4 or 5, so 7. But like you say, be interested to see what he does at Stoke. But you got to get a happy medium. It is difficult. And I think it probably would have forced his hand a little bit that we were on this mad winning run and then we lost. I think if we had won that game, you might have thought, I really don't want to kill the momentum. But because we lost a game, it's kind of like, well, that run's kind of ended anyway. Let's give him a bit of a breather. But yeah, I mean, we've got to appreciate that, Wycombe would be looking at the team going, they've made 7 changes. Look how strong it is. We're bringing in Jack Wilshere and David Brooks. And, you know what I mean?
It's crazy. And look, Tom, we can speak about Watchalong stats and all this kind of stuff. As a duo, Tom, me and you, 100% record on Watchalongs. Just me and you, 100% record.
That's what we're hanging on to now, mate.
We're hanging on to. Every single one of the other stats is disappearing.
I tactically said to Jeff, you could do Brentford, I'll do Wycombe. So hopefully it works out for me. To be fair, we've done ones like Burnley, haven't we? Which were a surprise. So we've, it's a nice little record there and we're going to have to keep that going, hopefully. I'd be surprised if we lost this. Just watching them, I don't think they've got enough quality. What I would like to see is I'd like to see a clean sheet today. I'd like to see Meps come in and have a good game as well, because I think we all know, obviously what you said there, he had a bit of stick, didn't he, because he made a mistake. And he hasn't played since, just due to Carter Vickers and Cookie's form. But yeah, I think it's been a bit over the top, because I think he's always put in a shift for Bournemouth. He's never let us down. He's always been a model pro, and I really like him to come in and just have a really good game for us today. So I'm looking forward to him playing today. Yeah,
absolutely. A few people on chat are talking about AFCB TV. If anyone's having problems, what I would say is make sure you log out and log in again on AFCB TV, and then you should have the option to purchase. It should then change to watch live. And Bournemouth, we're playing in our white kit. It looks a beautiful day out there, Tom, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does look really nice. And it's weird seeing that, because I went to Wycombe, but I was a kid. Do you know what I mean? Because it was back when we were both rubbish, both in the lower leagues. And I went there. I think I went with my grandparents, but I was so young, I can't really remember it. So, so I remember it is a nice place. So, it's a shame I don't think they're going to do it, because it was similar to us, wasn't it, really? They shouldn't be in the Championship. And Ainsworth done a really good job. So I wanted them to stay in. I don't think it's going to happen for them. But, it should be nice day for football today. Looking forward to it. But, I done the same, anyone. I thought that my match pass hadn't worked. And then I logged out and logged back in. It was there. So do that.
Right. What are your predictions? Let us know what your predictions are on the chat. Over the next 2 minutes, we're going to go through each and every one that has been sent in to us, and that's the team at the bottom of the screen. So just maybe keep that in mind, because that's not right. Dom Solanke, didn't say Dom Solanke on that ticker down there. I think I've clicked the wrong team there, mate.
Because Steve Cook's there, and Lerva's there, and Billin's there.
No one's commented. Absolutely crazy. So what do you think the score's going to be? We're going to go through your chats now to see what people are saying it is. And here we go. James Reed's going 4-1 to Bournemouth. I think he said that on last week's free-for-all, so fair play to him. Brad's going 3-1 to Bournemouth. Mark Cole feeling positive with a 3-0. Harry Mogg, 5-1. Really interesting to see the scorelines there. Brad again emphasising the Bournemouth win there. Chris Hubble, 4-0. He's going for Dom to score first, but sorry, my team news probably put you off there, Chris. It was the team at the very start of the show, not the one that was scrolling at the bottom. What else have we got? We've got Enigma saying, happy days, always enjoy the watch-alongs. He's going for a 2-0 to AFC Bournemouth. Daniel, Florida. 100-0. You serious, mate? Come on. What else have we got? 2-1 says Paul. 2-0 says Jeremy. Mark's going for a 3-1. Dave Watkins is here. Hi, Dave. Hope you're right, mate. 2-0. We got a 3-0. Sammy, 3-1. Would you expect anything else? Carol. Hi, Carol. Hope you're right. 2-0. 2-0. 2-0 says Captain K. 3-1. 2-0. I mean, it's all positive vibes, Tom.
Yeah, it is. What are you going for, Sally? What would you do? Prediction? Come on.
I don't think it's going to be as close as free scoring as what some people are saying here. I think we're going to scrape it like 1-0 or something like that.
Yeah, I'm going to go 2-0. I think I'm going to go 2-0 Brooksy and Stanislas. But yeah, I agree. I think it will be. I think if they're clever about it, I think they'll try and keep it tight. There's no point in them going for it from the start, because we'll pick them off. But I think if we can it'll be easy to say, but if we can get that goal early, then we'll laugh them, because they have to open up and we've got too much quality. But yeah, I don't think it will be a blooming paced him really. But I'd like clean sheet, and I think we've got enough to do that. So I'm going to go 2-0.
So the referee just looks as though he's about to blow his whistle very shortly. The team in the huddle. Hopefully you can still hear me all good, Tom, can you?
I can indeed.
Oh, that's what I like to see, because, of course, being a watch-along, we need to get this going, right? Come on, lads. Come on, this is it.
Come on.
So players are taking the knee, and we are very shortly about to get going. Tom, hopefully our watches are synced.
Just kicked off.
From my point of view, we're all good then. We have just kicked off here, and it is AFC Bournemouth against Wycombe Wanderers. Can we condemn the Chairboys to relegation? It feels horrible, doesn't it? You know, it's a team we never even got to see play in the flesh. Well, you did actually.
Yeah, I did. I was lucky. It was a weird one actually, because obviously the Huddersfield one was fantastic. Wycombe one was really weird, because I remember starting the game and thinking, we're going to batter these. We had a few early chances, and like I say, they just worked really hard, and they were a team that were just a bit like when we've played the big boys in the Premier League. Do you know what I mean? They were working their socks off. I thought credit to them, and then they had a sending off, didn't they, for a bad tackle, and Stanislas and Brooksy combined, and we got the goal that we did deserve. But they, like I say, they were scrappy, they were hard to play against, but they just lacked a bit of quality. But I kind of after that, I thought, it was quite early in the season. I thought they might have enough, you know, they might scrape themselves a few points, but they faded away really. But we got to remember, we scraped past these. We struggled when we played Rotherham both times, or a similar side. We lost twice to Sheffield Wednesday. So you look at the three teams that are probably going to go down. We haven't exactly done well against them.
No.
You know, they're not games that we particularly enjoy playing. Even the ones that potentially still go down, Derby. You know, we haven't been brilliant against these teams. So, it'd be interesting to see how we stand up to that test today, because it'll be very different, these last two games, to what we're going to get in the playoffs. We're going to have footballing teams in the playoffs more. These are going to be scrappy games. So they've just got a corner now, haven't they, early on? Yeah,
and I just wonder, Tom, will the run-in of certain sides that have got more playing teams that are maybe more footballing, will they have an advantage by playing teams, like us, that actually want to play the game? I mean, we're playing Wycombe and Stoke.
Yeah, potentially. I think Brentford have got Watford, haven't they, today? And then I think Swansea and Barnsley have both got to play Norwich. So like you say, they'll be playing footballing teams, which, but equally, that'll, you're playing Norwich, you know how they play their football. That'll be very tiring for the players. There'll be a lot of off-the-ball work. So try and look at that as a positive, really, that they'll be having to do a lot of running. But, hopefully we can just win these last two, keep the confidence going. Finish third or fourth is the aim, in my opinion. Once you do that, because it's more about, like I say, I don't really mind who we get. So I think finishing third or fourth, just getting that little home game in the second one, tiny little advantage would be good. Trying to break through down the left, too much.
I just feel as though I think there is a set of results today which could mean that there are teams that we could avoid after today.
Right.
If we win, and for instance Brentford win and the other two don't, it means that we can't finish sixth or something like that, which means that we'd effectively avoid Brentford, which is what we probably want, like over two legs maybe.
Well, we said it on the, obviously I can understand all the different opinions, but I think when we spoke on the second look last, we kind of said that probably I think the majority of us would prefer to have who we consider the best team in them playoffs other than ourselves, Brentford, in a one-off game rather than over two legs. But looking at the fixtures, you'd be surprised if Bournemouth got Brentford over in the semi-final, because you would have thought they'll be third and fourth, and even if one's third, the other will be fifth, and you still won't get them. Be surprised if we finish sixth, but I'd equally be surprised. Oh, they're in it. Oh no, we've sorted it out.
God,
half a chance. Oh bloody hell! What a goal!
Oh
what
my God!
What a goal that is! Is that the one I said? Yeah, Ikpeazu, whatever his name is.
Wow, what a start.
Great.
Wycombe have scored from, how many yards was that, mate?
Oh, no, it was edge of the box, whatever. But I mean, as I said, I was impressed with him when I saw him before, but Mora's just like a bit of a nuisance. But the technique on that, he's held it up well. Mepps has got to do a bit better. He's got through Mepps, but it looks like we've done enough. He's on the edge of the box. We're going, go on then, try and score from there. And he has. What a strike.
It looked like the chance had gone, and our defenders backtracked once he had the ball again, and then he just swung his left leg around it and found that left side of the net past Begovic. Like, everyone stepped off, I think, expecting him to play it, but what a strike it was. Kind of reminds me of Mo Salah versus Chelsea in the Premier League. Not so long ago. I think it was last season maybe, but what a strike that is. Wow, Begovic well and truly beaten. We're 1-0 down, lads. This ain't a good start, is it? Not a good start at all.
Gave the ball away. Very, very silly from us, really, giving the ball away like that. We're in and down the left, though. Junior's going to have a run at them now. Whips one in. Oh!
I tell you what, that was close, wasn't it? That was really close.
Brooksy coming in at the edge. It'll open the game up a little bit more now. They might feel a little bit of, oh my God, we're in the lead here, and might panic. But yeah, I think it was sloppy from us to give the ball away as silly as we did. But it's difficult to go, then we were sitting off him. You think, if he's, Ben one in the top corner, like, go on then, mate. Do you know what I mean? What are the chances he's going to do that? Fair play to the lad. Great goal. But we nearly got in straight away. Just seeing the replay, Brooksy just kind of falls over. Does he get a nudge? Or yeah, he was appealing. Like maybe he was going to slide in and he felt a bit of a nudge. But looked like that could have been a pen, that, actually.
Wow. Would you believe it? Fair play to Wycombe. But will they now sit back? Will they sit back? Because sometimes that plays into our hands, but sometimes we have so many problems trying to break down the low block. Yeah,
I think if you're a Wycombe fan now, you'd almost be going, "Oh no, that's a bit too early." Do you know what I mean? Because to be fair to them, they're still trying to play here, having a bit of a go here down the right hand side. It causes us problems there. Interesting because obviously, as I said, Meps has come in for Cookie today. Every time. Oh, they nearly half chance. Every time Meps has played, as far as I can remember, he's always been that right side. And obviously today, because there's no Cookie, he's playing on that left side. He doesn't look comfortable on that left side of the centre half pairing. But they've started well. But it might be a bit of a wake up call. Maybe we probably looked at this and thought, this will be quite a casual one, and hopefully that'll wake us up a little bit. Because you don't want to go into, no disrespect to Wycombe, but you don't want to go into the playoffs having lost to a team that one of the weakest teams in the league.
I mean, we know what they can do, Tom. We know. I mean, we shouldn't be taking our foot off the gas against a team that has to win. We shouldn't. We shouldn't be. And you know what? In hindsight, it's really easy to say these things. So we just need to see how we respond over the next sort of 10, 15 minutes. Because at the end of the day, it was a worldie of a strike, wasn't it? And not many keepers are going to be saving that. I don't think we can really talk about defensive blunders at this stage. Although Dave Watkins does say, "Sorry, Meps, but you have to win those tackles." Do you agree with him?
He does. He should have done better, but then he still managed to force him. You know what I mean? Look like the chance had broken down. And I do agree, but it is a worldie. And listen, best goalkeeper in the league, as confirmed the other day, and he's got no chance. And I think it's one of them. I would be more disappointed if they whip a ball in and score a header, and I'll be going, "Oh no, them problems again." Sometimes you've got to take your hat off and say that's a bloody good strike. They've hit another one here. Oh, Begovic, good save.
Oh my God, that's a low shot that Begovic parried and managed to get out, and now we're on the attack on the left-hand side. But my God, mate, they are shooting on sight, aren't they? Fair
play to them. They've come out here with no fear and probably kind of thought we've got to win both our games. Just to have any chance to stay up, let's have a go, and maybe surprising us a little bit. But it's all right. We just need to calm down a little bit, try and keep the ball better. We should be able to keep the ball off these a little bit better than we have
nice
done.
To see Junior Stanislas on his favoured side for once, mate.
Well, I think we've already seen inside, just over 5 minutes. Every time we've got an opening, it's been Junior down that left, hasn't it? It is a really weird one, but he doesn't look comfortable on that right, does he? So I'm pleased we've gone with him on the left, and I think Brooksy probably prefers the 10 as well. So but there's a lot of flexibility with that 3. But they've got to play it down at the moment, so nothing's really going on. But yeah, it was a fair play to him. I think you could be a bit nitpicky, but you got to say, what a goal, mate. It's a hell of a goal. And now I think if we had scored that, we're not going to go, what are their defenders doing? We'd have just, been raving a worldie. It's just, I'm going to have a Frutella, mate.
Frutella.
Duo
beautiful.
Sticks.
Oh, nice. Absolutely beautiful. So remember, you can send us your watch-along setups. We're not doing social media this weekend. We'll explain more about our particular stance at back of the net at half-time and how abuse has affected us. So stand by for that. But send us them via email, fans@afcbpodcast.com. If you can, take it in landscape because it fills the screen a little better than it does on portrait, because otherwise I'm zooming in. So take your watch-along setups and send them to fans@afcbpodcast.com and we'll get them on screen. And what we'll do is we'll ask Tom to give a rating. And we've had some good ratings, haven't we, Tom, recently?
We have, we've had some people really step up. on that. So yeah, very impressive. But tell you what, I've got my little coaster out today. I've got look at that. Little Frizzell.
Oh, thing of beauty. What year was the kit?
I want to go 98.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I think it was.
I don't know. No, it's earlier than that Frizzell, wasn't it?
No, it might have been 96, 97 maybe.
Yeah, you might be right. Actually, it might have been earlier in the 90s. But yeah, nice little coaster there with the back of the net mug. So I'm doing myself pretty well. So the standards are high.
Was that the one with the little white collar?
Yes. Yeah. It shows it on it. Yeah. Little round white collar like that.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. God.
Yeah.
It's
nice
weird,
one.
like I keep on saying this, like time and time again. But there are certain players who I think of in certain kits. Who's your player in that kit that you think of?
In that kit?
Is there one in particular?
No, I don't think there is. I think because obviously I was born in 91. I started going kind of later 90s. Can't remember that on the end. I do remember some with big Fletching, obviously.
Mine's my player in that kit is John O'Neill.
Yeah, so a bit of a super sub, wasn't he? He was weird. He was always on the bench, always came on. But I think he done really well in Scotland when he left us.
Yeah,
I think he had a really good record.
I remember he scored a worldie in the FA Cup. It was televised live on Sky. We played Bristol City at home. It was pissing it down. And he scored a worldie to make it 2-1, top right-hand corner in front of the south stand. I think Fletch made it comfortable at the end with a 3-1-er. Alan Parry was the commentator on Sky that day, and he was complaining about the commentary facilities. I remember at the newsstand, right, they had to go into the newsstand, and there was a ladder like suspended from the ceiling. They had to pull it down, climb up this ladder and get on top of the roof. All they had was netting, and it was thrashing it down. It was horrible. Stu Cowan, Russell Beardsmore, yes.
Beardsmore's a good shout. That is a good shout.
Great shout, yeah.
Yeah, that is a very good shout. Yeah, that is a very good shout. Yeah, I think it was a few years before kind of Wembley won it for the auto windscreen final. Yeah, I'd say it was a couple of seasons before that kit. So I think I just saw Daniel, as always, giving us updates. Reading winning Norwich, they left it. I love it. I want them to win because it's like, now you can't do it. You're going to be good.
Tell you what, though, that bodes well for Watford. I mean, Watford could still win the league, can't they? I mean, I know you've said last week, no, it's not going to happen, but they could.
Oh, no, now I don't. Now I need Norwich to come back. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, we don't want that, really, do we?
It's more important to be right than anything else. That's
absolutely.
That's what we know. Come on.
Absolutely.
We got Slipknot. It says, where's the match stream? This match is only on afcb.co.uk, so you won't be able to get it anywhere unless you buy a match pass, which is what myself and Tom have done. Brighton won, Leeds 0 as well. As Bournemouth tried to go on the attack on the right-hand side, but it's broken down. But Watford, Wycombe, looking pretty good. Looking well drilled at the moment, and. They're a side that I actually did want to stay in the Championship, Tom.
I did as well. I think it's because we're that kind of club, aren't we? We know we're a lower league club that have come up, so we kind of relate quite well to these sort of sides. And I always remember playing Wycombe, or being better than Wycombe, to be fair, when we were in the lower leagues. And they were never a side that I thought would get to the Championship. And Ainsworth's done a really, really good job. What we'll say is it doesn't look like, when I look at their squad and things, it's not like they've signed loads of players and they've kind of trust them. So I like to think that if they were to go down, that they could keep the side fresh and bounce back. Really, I don't think they've been silly with funds or anything. So nice little club, Wycombe, to be fair. And it's a shame it's going to be too much for them. And it was nice to see Akinfenwa get a goal. He's not in the squad today. It was nice to see him get his Championship goal as well.
Absolutely love him. And you know what? That's what we all wanted Steve Fletcher to have, didn't we?
Yeah, I would have loved him to have goal.
But alas, it didn't happen. And I've said that word again, Tom. You hate when I use the word alas. What the words I use on the pod all the time? Is it alas and abreast?
Abreast, that's it. Abreast, yeah. Yeah, he always do that.
Always say that. Always.
God, these I just realised how chewy these fruitellas are. It's not it's not a very good live stream sweet, actually.
It's not a good Watchalong.
I was going to say, I like how cool Gareth Ainsworth is. Just on the side, he's got that long hair, he's got a shirt on, a few buttons undone. Fair play to him.
He looks like an 80s crooner, doesn't he? Like an 80s rock star. It's it's almost like he puts hair gel in his thick long locks there. So there's the relegation battle,
Tom.
Look
at that. They're all on 4 points.
Teams at the bottom on 40. Rotherham 40. Sheffield Wednesday on 40. Wycombe on 40. Rotherham have got a game in hand, but it doesn't matter, given they lose every single match they play, Tom.
I do feel for them a little bit because they had so many games in hand. because of COVID and stuff, wasn't it? They had a few called off. But then it was like they were playing every other day, and they literally had all these games in hand. I think Derby have lost like every game, but Rotherham haven't caught them on any of their games in hand. But I actually think that's the only thing, because obviously was not very good when we done our predictions kind of halfway through the season of the league table. But I always remember I went, you know what, Sam, I reckon Derby could go. And you were a bit surprised, so I nearly got that.
Yeah.
I really felt like people think sometimes it's easier than it is. Rooney just going in there and trying. It's not as easy as that.
No.
You know, and it didn't surprise me that they struggled a little bit. But Daniel, again, cheers the update. Rotherham behind over Blackburn. I really thought Rotherham would. Blackburn are a team on holiday. I really thought Rotherham would win that. But it's good for Wycombe, to be fair.
It's
Daniel, I know you're doing a lot of work for us, but I do need the Brighton Leeds. I need the goal scorer from a fantasy team.
I'm sure he'll get that for you. Don't you worry. He's always on it. He's like the video printer on Grandstand. I always remember, like, towards the end of final score, you got the like, scores coming across. You know, Daniel's got it ready. Right, throw coming in on the right hand side from Wycombe. Bournemouth have dealt with it, but you know, we haven't really hit a stride yet, have we? We're not controlling the game whatsoever. If you just like tuned in, not knowing which side was which, you wouldn't be sure which team was in the playoff battle and which team was in the relegation battle, Tom.
No, fair play to him. But yeah, this is my concern in terms of I like Sam Surridge. I love him off the bench. I think he's going to be a really good option in the playoffs if we need him. He always makes an impact. I think he's good when he's with Dom. But on his own, I don't see it, because I think what people don't give Dom enough credit for is his link up.
Yeah.
And everything that's got up to Surridge today is just nothing's happened. It doesn't stick. Yeah. Similar with Shane Long, he'd be the same, to be fair. So I'd rather give Surridge a go. But Solanke's really good at making it stick and then bringing Brooksy and Stanislas into play. But yeah, Surridge on his own, I think he causes a nuisance, but he's not someone that will link up very well. And we haven't really got any attacks going at the moment. And, you know, you've got to remember, we've taken out Billing, Danjuma and Solanke from that. Yeah, what we don't want today, what Woody certainly wouldn't want, is us having to bring the likes of Ardy on to try and change the game for us. We don't really want that, but it might have to be done at the moment.
Yeah, it might have to be done. And it was Pascal Gross. Does that help you out or not?
A load of rubbish, isn't it? I've got Trossard.
Trossard. Oh, interesting. Okay, interesting.
It's been all right for me, actually. Cheap little option.
So we're just approaching 17 minutes at the moment, and you know, whatever the teams at the bottom are doing at the moment has no relevance at the moment, because I mean, Rotherham, they are bottom of the league at the moment, but Derby County currently picking up a point in their game. Obviously that could change, so you know, whatever the teams down here do at the moment doesn't really matter, which would be a shame if Wycombe put in a right old run at the end of the season, which, you know, they've done quite well, to be fair, to get to this point. And you know, could still be going down anyway, which is well,
good. I saw on the chat there. I don't know. You might personally put the chat might be correct. I didn't realise that, but because Sheffield Wednesday are playing Derby next week, it means one of them will have to get at least some points, which means Wycombe can't catch it. I didn't know that. I thought Wycombe could still do it if they won both games. But yeah, I haven't looked at all the mathematics, so you might be right. But they certainly look like a team that are playing that are still fighting for something, don't they? Maybe they don't know.
No, that's right. Right, soon we'll get some watch-along setups on screen. Remember to get the likes on. Let us know how many likes we're on at the moment, because if we get 50 by half-time, we'll invite Nonny in for a bit of a chat about how things are going on the pitch and his view ahead of the playoffs. We'll also get a red army, I'm absolutely certain. As Wycombe dominating the game. Love to see the stats, mate, but they just seem to have more of the ball.
Yeah, it's doing, mate. I'll tell you what, I don't know if you agree, you wouldn't even know Jack Wilshere was playing. I mean, This is a game. Wycombe, no disrespect, as I say again, but Jack Wilshere should be running this football match. And I still remember Woody's first game when we beat Birmingham 3-2. Jack Wilshere ran that game. He scored that header, didn't he? But he ran the game, and I thought, he's really turned it on. For Woody's first game today, and he's going to be really big for us. It just hasn't happened. I don't know if it's a fitness thing like it always is for Jack, but I really felt like today, him sitting deep with Pearson, they'll just be able to get on the ball, and Wycombe won't be able to cope. He's just trying to get on it a bit more now. But yeah, I'd like to see Jack really have a good one today. But yeah, we're trying to knock it about. But you know, credit to Wycombe, they're making it really difficult for us. We have definitely had more of the ball, but
Yeah, Wycombe's percentage is 43% at
Yeah,
the
that sounds
moment.
about right.
So yeah, that's interesting because it just feels like they're dominating. Well, they're certainly they're certainly better when they have got the ball.
Yeah, and I'd say Wycombe are the type of team that they may cut the passes, then try and put a ball in the box, don't they? We're just the type of team that maybe play it a little bit more, so that possession stats could be a bit like that. But yeah, regardless of possession, they've looked the more dangerous, like you say. But a few little half chances down the wide areas, which always makes you think. Imagine if Arnie was on. We've got a free kick in, pretty dangerous position. Surridge has done well there.
On the right hand side. Now, I think Daniel, our score service over there in chat, gave us an update to say that QPR were winning at Stoke, who were playing on the last game of the season. So, just something else to chuck into the mix. It'd be interesting to see what Stoke do next week. But anyway, let's concentrate on this free kick. Sam Surridge won that free kick on the right hand side.
He's good at that, isn't he? He's good at that because he doesn't give up and because he hassles and runs. He wins a lot of fouls for you. I mean, he's won a few penalties for us this season as well, hasn't he, in the cups and stuff like that. And like I say, I do really like the nuisance he is. It's just his link-up play. I think he needs to work on a little bit. But yeah, it's a good position. This it looks like. Is it going to be Rico or Stan? He's probably do a right footer here, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I don't know. Rico do a Barnsley and smash it in the top bins.
Oh yeah, no. Do you reckon he could? It looks. I don't know. It's probably.
He is.
Over the bar. He smashed it, and it was almost like he was going for a shot. What you need in that circumstance is it was David Brooks. What you need in that circumstance, Tom, is a bit of Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah, it wouldn't be bad.
Put it into that spot. I mean, that goal he scored against PSG. That's the perfect cross, isn't it? It's like if no one gets a touch on it, it's going in anyway. I see so many goals like that. And the goalkeepers just haven't got a clue what to do with that. And
no, I mean he's a joy to watch. I literally sometimes, I watch any football, you know me, but I'll watch Man City because I just want to see De Bruyne. I mean, he's so good. I mean, I watched them earlier to be fair, and they rested everyone. And Ake played alright to be fair, but then they played some unbelievable football. And I was quite impressed actually in the week with Chelsea and with City in the Champions League. I thought, blimmin' it, they really are. You don't appreciate how good they are. They come up against Real Madrid and PSG, and I thought they were different levels, to be honest, for a lot of the game. Oh, we could be in down the right. Is it going to make it? Go on. Is he in? Oh, the touch is all right. Oh, he's come back on himself. He's got a shot. Oh, he's falling. Oh, what? Missed it.
Oh my God!
Surridge, man, absolutely.
We were trying to put the ball anywhere but in the goal. Tom, when the replay comes along, talk us through that because people at home are going to be wondering what the hell are you going on about?
Here it
we had a golden chance, didn't we?
Switched over to Brooks. He's done really well to get it down his left foot and come inside from the right. He's had a shot. They've blocked it well, but it's fallen straight to Surridge, just bouncing. But he sliced it with the outside of his foot, so it's gone straight across goal like it's going out for a throw-in. And it's hit someone else. It was a real comical, really, because I thought Surridge was going to smash this in. I think he just completely sliced it. I mean, they just kept chucking bodies in the way, to be fair to them. But they nearly had a mix up there.
Oh my God, this is harem-scarum stuff here at the moment.
It's quite an enjoyable game because we're obviously trying to attack them, but they're just working their socks off, and it's quite an enjoyable open game. But yeah, Brooksy's starting to find a bit more room now. But I mean, the other player, has Raquel touch the ball yet?
A few times, but not. I mean, he nearly got on the end of that chance back then, just a moment ago, where Surridge. I mean, it was. He swung his leg at it and he sliced it. I mean, it was an open goal in some ways, but it was so high and a very difficult angle for him. By the way, if you're watching this channel and you're new, there's 110 watching us now. Stop what you're doing. Stop. See, there's a little subscribe button. Yeah, we're going to be documenting the playoff running on this channel. So appreciate it if you gave us a subscribe right now, and we will ping regular updates to your inbox, even if you're not interested in Bournemouth. I'm sure you are with regards to the playoffs, which is the most lucrative fixture in world football, and we'll have that covered here if we get there, which hopefully we will be. So yeah, make sure you subscribe. Also give this video a like as well if you can. Loads of people on chat. Paul Spicer said, "Where's Ranty when we need him?"
I can't believe that. We were talking about Ranty, weren't we? And I just can't believe he hadn't had a club for a while now. It's almost, I always feel bad. It's like, did we ruin him? Because he was like a bit of a prospect and he's just hasn't done anything since. So I really feel for TK. Don't know how he's been so lovable, to be fair. He didn't really do anything for us, but he is lovable. I love him.
Dylan Williams saying he knew it was going to be a harder game than what we first thought, consistently inconsistent, and that was the catchphrase for the first part of the season. I've got to say, Dylan, spot on. And thank you so much to the Superman for the super chat, Ethan. Thank you so much, mate. That really helps us. So, mate, you're a top man. You know you are. You're a legend. Appreciate the love and financial support for the channel. Come on, Bournemouth. Come on, Bournemouth, he says, with 4 cherries. And you never know, maybe we can win 4-1. A goal per cherry would be really nice. Right, let's see what we can do here. Running forward. Ball just didn't fall for us.
Killed him, man. Oh, come on, man. Just give away a silly foul. Oh, what is he doing? Pearson just snapping away there. But getting a bit frustrated at the moment. I thought it would be quite a nice calm one today. Surely they're going to lose the 100% record. On a big Wycombe.
Well, even if we draw, mate, then it'll just be unbeaten. Record, won't it? We'll cling on to everything. Right. Whereabouts in the world are you watching from? Let us know. We'd love to know geographically where you are. We don't want coordinates, just whereabouts you are. First person to tell us is, where is he? We've got Joel, who said, good way to spend my time at 12:30 a.m. in Australia. Joel, that's commitment, mate.
Fair play. Trying to think of Australians we've had now. Federici.
Brad
Smith, yeah. Did we have any others? Didn't we have... McDonald, the striker. Wasn't he Australian? Went to Celtic. Scott McDonald? I think he might have been Australian. Yeah.
I can't remember. Cheers to Ollie from the Black Cherry Theatre Company. Thank you so much. Make sure you follow Black Cherry on Facebook. They're incredible with what they do. Super sticker. Mate, phenomenal. Ollie Blake, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Nonny, he's going to be turning up at half-time by the looks of it. We're on 58 likes already. Should we up it to 100? No.
Well, how many people are watching us?
113 at the moment.
Oh, it's already 58 likes then?
Yeah.
If you're watching us, you have to click a button, don't you? Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Click that thumbs up and help us out. Because
off the line.
Bloody hell. Wycombe corner, headed off the line by Sam Surridge. Wow.
That's my concern again. I think we said it in I can't remember which, was it the Millwall game that we won 4-1 from that? Yeah. And they're still just crossing the box, headers, things like that. That's my concern. And they've done it again there, but fair play to Surridge. I don't know I think it was Rico marking the lad that won the header, but Surridge got in the right place at the right time. But I still worry about us, and we keep saying about Brentford, because they obviously done a double on us. Barnsley are good at balls in the box. I just, you know what I mean? I'm a bit worried about why do we always lose the first header?
Yeah, and that's that's surely something that's that, like, as a defensive coach, I'm sure he's ridiculously worried about it.
He's brilliant, Woodgate, so.
Yeah, we had Joel from Australia. We have Gustavo here with a Brazilian flag there. Superb. T20 in South Africa. Hello, mate. We've got Singapore. We've got this guy from Planet Mars. Why not? Of course you are. The call from Mullen. Oh, hello, Sam. Is he in? No, he's not. Good defending from Wycombe. The tropical Basingstoke, or Amazing Stoke, as we all like to call it. Jason, thanks very much. We've got the Morster from Detroit. We've got Dave Watkins here. He's in the heart of Somerset. Cheers, Dave. Thanks very much. Mark's in Barcelona.
Ooh.
Love it.
Love that. Oh, Norwich have scored. Cheers, Daniel. That's it, Watford. Always the bridesmaid.
Always the bridesmaid. Byron's in Western Sydney. Camford Heath. And Gustavo confirms Flamengo.
We've never had a Brazilian, have we?
Pardon?
I don't think we've ever had a Brazilian, have we, at Bournemouth?
I've never had a Brazilian. Put him Chipping Norton, Neil Whedon, Ethan, Camford Heath. Dave said that Scott McDonald scored earlier for Western Sydney Wanderers.
We're still going. Fair play. He was
Amazing.
He was on the bench for us at Millennium when we beat Lincoln. He was like the backup striker to Hayter and Fletch. He'd done quite well after us, actually.
Was he?
Yeah. Oh, they just hit a strike there. It's gone
blimey. So he cut in from the left-hand side. He showed him onto his right. He went onto his right foot, didn't he? And then he blazed it over the bar. I mean, it was...
They're trying a few outside of the box, aren't they?
Jack Stacey was kind of trying to show him the line as such, but then he cut back and then shot way over the bar. But getting shots in.
They are. I think that's one where, because obviously we're saying about the changes in that today, that's the position that I think It's going to be, are we in here? Or was he offside? Oh, the keeper's going to get it. Yeah. Is right back, because I think Stacey's probably technically the better player. He probably got a better final ball, energy, things like that. But I think we look a bit more balanced when Smithy's there. I don't know. That's one where I think you can almost flip a coin. I don't know if you agree, Sam, but Stacey or Smith, there's neither one would play, and I think, oh, why is he playing? I'd be kind of happy with either. He does tend to go a little bit more Smithy, doesn't he? And he likes bringing Stacey on if we need to, but that's definitely one that's still up for grabs. So Stacey will be trying to have a good game. Liking this on the chat, Sam. I think we need to have some beers in Corfe Mullen, don't we? There's loads of Corfe Mullen, Camford Heath. Let's go out and piss over there, I think.
We've got Eric Miller in North Carolina. Sorry, I left that on screen for quite a while. Paul Spicer in Salisbury there. And Vietnam again. Good evening. Also, who else have we got? Loads of you. Thank you so much. Darwin, Australia. Unbelievable. Thanks to everyone that's watching. And make sure you give this video a like as well whilst you're at it. Now, one of our viewers, Tom, is Eric Miller.
Yep.
And he's in Asheville in North Carolina, and what a sweet scene this is, mate. He's outside, and he's got us on the laptop there. Look at those blue skies.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it?
That's a scene, isn't it?
Yeah, I do like that. I tell you what, he just needs to like stick a Bournemouth poster on that brick wall or something. You know what I mean? Just to give it a bit more, because that is beautiful, isn't it? I do like that. I like the outside as well, looking nice there. Yeah, it's got to be solid, isn't it? It's got to be a solid rating there, Sam.
Yeah, go on then. What are you going to go for?
Is it as high as an 8? Do we set that bar?
I mean, that blue sky is very blue.
It's very blue, but then Wycombe are playing in blue, so we don't want too much blue. I'm going to go for a 7.8.
A 7.8, right, okay. Now, what will Wycombe score with this free kick? They got a free kick that's about 25, 30 yards out, and I can't imagine they're going to shoot from here, surely. No, little dink over the top, straight to Bego. It bounced.
We're giving away some silly fouls, Sam. It's doing my head in, actually. We're really sloppy sometimes on the ball and off it today, which is frustrating. But, that's better, Jack. Just glided away from a few players. Well done.
That's what we want to see.
Come on.
That's what we want to see.
Let's get going, boys. Who's that?
Right hand flank.
Brooksy. Better.
Stacey feeds Brooksy back inside to Pearson. We're going around the other flank now. Rico's on the ball, and it's a low.
Breath.
Yeah. There's a low ball along the deck into the feet of Stanislas, but between him and Sam Surridge, they conceded a foul, and Wycombe got a free kick on the edge of their own box, approaching 32 minutes. What's your beverage of choice today, Tom?
Well, I haven't got anything at the moment because I've done my tea in the old back of the net mug. Look at that mug. It is nice, isn't it? So.
Heard some. Can we just take a moment to just?
Brilliant.
I actually feel as though I need to remove the crowd audio for a second, because this is like a serious moment here, Tom.
Yeah.
So, Tom, you know Lucy. She's a friend of the show. She operates the camera for when we do fan interviews.
She does.
Heard a story from her earlier that was absolutely devastating. So, can I see a picture of that mug, mate? Can I just see that mug? Yeah. See, like, your mug has got its handle intact.
Oh, it has, yeah. Of course, intact. I wouldn't damage it.
So, yeah, you wouldn't damage it. She took hers to work, right? She picked it up, dropped it, smashed everywhere. Back of the net mug, no more. But earlier, she texted me and asked me, "Oh yeah, Sam, can I get a back of the net mug?" I said, "You've already got one." She said, "About that."
That's unbelievable.
That is like you give your mugs to your staff and they treat it with absolute disrespect.
I hope Jeff Hayward isn't aware of that if he's in the chat, because he won't come down lightly on stuff like that, will he, Jeff? Rules of an iron fist. So yeah, it'd be interesting. We'll have to have a chat with Lucy. We'll have to have a chat with her about that. So
yeah, absolutely disappointed. But by the way, though, if you want a back of the net mug, they're now on sale on our Ko-Fi store. So if you just go to afcbpodcast.com/coffee, then you'll see a shop section, and we've got a minimum price. You can help us out, but basically we just cover our costs. Leave a little bit for us to put towards our StreamYard fees and all that kind of stuff. And if you want to buy a mug now, we've only got 15 for the meantime. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. If you want one, we'll get one out to you. AFCBpodcast.com/coffee. There we go. What
Beautiful.
a mug that is. I was absolutely devastated when she told me about that story. My God.
It's a beast of a mug as well. I realise sometimes, we'll have a cup or whatever. I think, it's quite a lot in there because it's a big cup, isn't it? It's a big mug. It's not quite, what were the old, remember them Sports Direct ones, the real big ones? It's not quite that. Yeah,
but it's 3 cups of tea in there.
Yeah, but it's probably 1.5, isn't it? It's got because it's so wide as well. So we're giving you a lot there. We're giving you extra tea in there. So, I mean, I'm surprised she's allowed on the chat personally, but that's her decision.
I'm surprised you've decided to show your face, Lucy.
Unbelievable.
It's right. I forgive you.
I'm gonna have to change subject there because I'm very angry. Oh, it was that Pearson. Get in there.
Come on.
Sorry, it's nearly got the end of it.
Oh, bloody hell. So, Pearson inside the Wycombe box on the left-hand side. Was it Pearson or was it Roro? No, it's Roro, was it?
They look well similar from the back because of their hair. Yeah, it was really Roro, done really well.
It was Roro. I think it was. And he squared it to the fast post. And, Sam Surridge sliding in like Paul Gascoigne in the Euros or whatever. Centimetres away. Could have made it 1-1. But, alas, there's that word again.
Alas. Can we ship the mug to the US, Eric Miller has asked?
We can, because Chris Edwards has got one already. We didn't even put the news out, and he bought one.
Bang on it,
about 5 minutes after we put it on. There is a surcharge for delivery, but yeah, you certainly can. So if you're in the States, no problem at all. You can have that, Eric. And as Jeff Hayward just said then, Tom, no shots on target yet, no shots on goal.
Yeah, no, it's frustrating. Like I say, it's one of them games where I felt like if we got the early one, we'd really give them a bit of a pacing, so they'd have to come out. Because they've got it, it's meant they've got something to hold on to, and they're doing well, to be fair to them. But yeah, 1-0 at half time. If Woody can get at them a little bit, I'll take that. They're just doing a long throw now as well, winding up for a long throw, which is always a danger. And won the first header. We've managed to win the second, but they blazed that over. But yeah, they keep winning that first header.
Yeah, they do.
Ooh.
Scary. Morgan Scott, I can confirm that I have a tremor in my hands and my mug is safe and not broken. Morgan, what are you trying to say to the poor girl? Oh my goodness me.
You never see Morgan breaking the mug. It's too much respect there. And Lucy, to be fair, Lucy, if you haven't just chucked it away because it's broke, if you've still got it, we could auction that off, couldn't we? A bit like for nostalgia. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've got the broken mug, auction that off. I think that could be done. But yeah, I mean, it's disgraceful. And I'll tell you what.
Absolutely. We've got Damini here. This is what keeps me going. Amazing channel. Thank you so much. Profile picture of the day to you, my friend. Absolutely brilliant.
Damini, that's a great name as well. I like that.
It is. Who's got the best profile picture? We want to see. And we'll get a few more.
It's got to be Jeff Hayward.
Oh, yeah, it's got to be Jeff Hayward.
It's got to be Jeff Hayward with the best profile. Look at that.
Cheeky little Jeff there.
Boss.
Cheeky little Jeff. Love it. Right, long through ball. Wycombe managed to clear. Score update. Barnsley won down at Preston.
Oh, have a shot. Oh, it's blocked. Get there again. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't looked at the teams for obviously with no social media and stuff as well. I haven't looked at the teams from other sides and stuff. I'd be interested to see if Barnsley have done similar to us, you know what I mean, in terms of changes. But to be fair, Preston away is a game, as we know, that you can drop points quite easily. Yes, it's not a big deal because I think if we were losing 1-0 with our normal side, there'd be a few concerns there. But the fact we made 7 changes, it just highlights the fact that we know we need Arnie, we know we need Solanke, we know we need Lerma. We knew that anyway. So a few of their players going down there, dropping off flowers, but
we've just had a payment for a mug, mate. I think just as soon as I said that, and I think it's from James McCaffrey, but I don't know why. But his order comes through as James Brown. I feel good. James, thank you very much for your support, mate. We'll get that to you. In fact, if your address is on there, which I'm sure it is, I'll see where you are. And I might be able to drop it round, mate, depending on whereabouts you are. I'll check the details. Oh, mate, you're not far away from me. Not too far, so I may just drop it round at some point. I will liaise with you, buddy.
Just run round there with loads of mugs.
Yeah. All right, let's...
Should we go around like Deliveroo?
Fancy mug. Yeah. Oh, I love it.
Deliveroo thing, couldn't we? Trying to figure out.
Cheers, James. Thank you very much for that.
Legend,
really
James.
Appreciate it. There's some more Watchalong setups coming through, Tom. And also Eric. We've got Laura Thornton has bought a mug, as has Eric Miller as well. Thank you, guys. Really appreciate that. I'm going to be busy down the post office next week, mate. I need to post the mugs to Heather and also to Harold as well, who won previously. It's just because I've been awaiting the new mugs coming in. So as soon as I get them, I'll get them. And Ethan said, how do we order a mug? If you go to afcbpodcast.com/coffee, there is a section called shop there where you can order it. And it basically helps to support the channel. So we really appreciate it. And Tom is going to show us that beautiful mug now, right? Look at it.
Look at that. Always there, all in good tack there, loose. Look. I mean, it's how do you break that?
No.
Yeah. Superb.
There you go. afcbpodcast.com/coffee if you want to get your hands on one of those. And you know what? We're not doing them for vanity, but we want to give something back for anyone who donates. So really appreciate you for supporting the channel. You know, just a few quid it is, that we get from it, but every little helps. I'm telling you right now. So it's been a bit of a weird half, hasn't it, Tom?
Yeah, they've just made a change. I think they got an injury at the back, but credit to Wycombe. They're working hard and still fighting right to the last game. Fair play to them. They've got half a chance down this right hand side now, and he's had a shot. Always hit the side net. But they're creating openings. We've had a few little moves, but yeah, it's been largely frustrating. And like we've seen, we haven't tested the keeper at all, and their front men are still causing us problems down the other end. So a little bit of concern. We just need to get hold of the ball a little bit better, which I still felt Wilshere would do. But it's another game where I can plug the fact that I love Jefferson Lerma.
Yeah.
It's another game where without Jeff Lerma, we don't look right. We don't look right. We're not keeping the ball well enough. I don't think we need to panic into any changes, really. Just need to... These players are better than they've shown, ultimately. Yeah. So just get Woody into them and, let's just fight back in the second half. I still believe we've got a few goals in us. But, like I say, it's not too bad at the moment. Doesn't really matter that much, but made a lot of changes.
We have. Thank you so much. There are orders coming in all over the place. I feel like a shopping channel.
Love it.
I feel like Andy Hodgson. We had an interview with Andy Hodgson from Bid TV earlier on one of the opposition previews, and I feel like him because the amount of mugs are going down. I might have to order some more. So as soon as we get them in, I think I'm expecting to get them in on the 5th, and that includes you, Harold. I will get yours out to you. I'm so sorry, but we're just waiting for them to to come in. So don't worry. We will have it to you ASAP, mate.
Just seeing there they come up with like the live league table or whatever, and obviously we saw Barnsley losing. If this stayed like this and Barnsley nicked a goal, we'd be 6th, and we'd be due to play Brentford. So we need to switch on a little bit. We don't want to be, the run we've been on. We don't want to end up coming 6th. That's. Do you know what I mean? Just psychologically, I like to think I still think we ain't going to lose this game. But they got a corner now, and they've been causing a few problems from set pieces. Just whipping it in. We dealt with that one, I think.
Yeah, just about. That time they couldn't get it over the over the first man, which is our perennial problem. But thankfully we're all good. Nearing half time, and you know what? Is Woodgate going to make changes or what? I mean, does it really matter if we lose? I mean, as long as we don't finish 6th and face a Brentford side in 3rd, then it doesn't really matter, Tom. But obviously, we would like to have the away leg being 1st and then the home leg 2nd, I'm sure. Yeah,
ideally. As I say, I think we don't want to kill the momentum stuff like that. But if you don't win when you've just got half chance down the right hand side, is he going to get in there? He is going to. Corner. As I say, if we lose the game, you go, we made 7 changes, so it shouldn't have killed the momentum of our key players because they ain't playing. I don't think I'd rush into kind of bringing all the big boys on, really. I think we've got enough players out there. Give them another 10, 15 into the second half. I'm trying to think. And then if we need a goal in the second half, I'd get Solanke or even Shane Long just to get an extra man up front, maybe. Just whipping the corner in now, left foot of Brooksy. Good corner. Metz!
He's won the header. Post.
That would have been great for Meps. But yeah, he's obviously broke away from his marker for the corner there, kind of on the penalty spot. Just seeing the replay now, I think it was Brooksy. Decent corner, actually, for first time in a long time.
Very good corner. Spot. And he had a lot of space, and he should have got more on it. He didn't have any pressure. He should have got more on it. Should have done better. But you know what? Yeah. He created the opportunity. He created the space, and then
To a positive for Meps, he done really well to get away from his marker and allowed himself a free header. But once he gets the free header, he just put too much on it. So it went wide when really he should have just gone for... But yeah, that was half a chance there. And he's just won the
let us know what you think of this watch-along setup, Tom, because we've
hang on, Soldiers in.
Yeah, hang on. Let's see what's going to happen in here. Oh, you know what? Tried to play the through ball to Stanislas, who wasn't making the run.
That's what I was saying earlier, Sam. It's just that link up with Surridge, isn't it? He's really good at getting away from his man and stuff, but that final decision making. But yeah, sorry, go on, watch along.
James Brown, watch-along setup. Now this is strong, not least because there's a pet involved. Wow,
that is strong.
Look at that.
Oh, I do like that.
Should we just take time to analyse the scene, what we've got here? Beautiful.
Look at that.
Oh my goodness, like almost posing like the Mona Lisa.
Yeah, no, definitely posed at the camera there, which I appreciate. Yeah. But
then,
almost looks a little bit disappointed that they can't see the game, they can't see the watch along. You know, the dog's almost like, well, I want to look at the screen. Quite like that.
But there we go. I mean, not a great pose to from my perspective. However, look at that. He's got his shirt there. He's got a laptop. He's got his 2 monitors there. He's got his Alexa. He's got his brew dog. I mean, come on.
I mean,
that's strong, isn't it?
Dog, brew dog. We got a Bournemouth shirt that's signed. I mean, aesthetically, it's very nice. There's not really much you can pick at there, is there? In terms of a negative, it's pretty spot on. Yeah, very, very impressed with that. That's solid. And I'm putting it out there already. I mean, we're not even in the second half. That's hard to beat. Very hard to beat. I'm going to go for a straight out 9.
Yeah.
It's one of the best I've ever seen.
I bet he feels good after that. We've got 6 minutes.
I was just about to do that.
6 minutes of injury time, Tom. 6 minutes.
There's been a few injuries and stuff, haven't there, from their players.
6 minutes worth?
Probably not, but
I don't know.
If we get a goal on it, I won't mind. Got the ball over to Rico now. Bit of Diego down the left-hand side. Four mugs left, apparently.
Oh, mate, this is bad. Like, I'm going to be down the post office with a lot of mugs. Thank God I got loads of bubble wrap at home. This is going to be fun.
I'll come down. We'll do like a delivery service for the day.
Yeah.
Me and you. One of them bikes that's got 2 people on it. And we'll just ride around delivering mugs.
Tom in the sidecar.
Yeah. Free. You can have like a free selfie with us. You know, when we arrive. You know, we'll make it make a day out of it, Sam.
If there's any local ones, I'll try to kind of plan my work week around it, and then maybe I can drop some off locally, and then I'll just take the other ones to the post office. How about that? That's it. We'll do that.
Why don't you just quit your job and start delivering mugs, Sam? Come on, for the people. That's great, though. Cheers, everyone. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much for your support. Really appreciate it. And I keep on saying it, but everything we get really helps. We're really trying to up the quality for next season. Really are. And looking forward to covering Premier League football, Tom.
Yeah, maybe. I think, like we say, either way, regardless of what division we're in, we've spoke about lots, obviously because of COVID and that, and we're going to try and kick on next season, aren't we? Because it's been the support we've got during this kind of lockdown and things like that. It's been so good. So it'd be really nice to have that opportunity to do a bit more and try some more things out with restrictions easing. Hopefully we'll be able to do it from the Premier League as well. That'd be nice. Trying to do a few things. We're trying to work on a little song as well, Sam. Just a little. Trying to work on a little promotion song.
How's it been going so far?
It's going all right. There's a few lyrics going well. It's it's genius, if I'm honest. Alex Hall's brilliant. If you haven't checked him out, trying to do a song with him. So and get the old vocal cords ready, you know. Yeah. I think you've got to come in, Sam, as well for a bit of a belter.
I mean, I
reckon you could hit a ballad.
We've heard you in the North Stand singing, and you've got a very good football crowd voice. But can you actually hold a note though musically, Tom? Can you actually?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But I'll be bringing that football feel to it. You know, John Barnes ain't got a great voice, but he kicked off World in Motion, didn't he? Do you know what I mean?
I want to see you hear you doing a falsetto. We can get Alex Deutsch in. Yeah, very good point. I'm sure Jeff Hayward. I've heard he can sing.
Oh yeah, I've heard a little few rumours there, Jeff. I don't know if you can confirm. I think you've got a bit of a voice on you. And I mean, Tigsy, what can Tigsy not do? So he'll bring something to the party. You don't even, when you're like looking for roles with someone, with Tiggs, he'll find a role. Just bring him in and we'll get him to do something because he'll be class at it. So, and then Neil Dawson. Do you reckon he's got a voice on him?
I reckon he has a gravelly
To be
voice.
fair, he's definitely security at the gigs, put it that way.
Yeah, of course.
I like him on the door.
We need that.
I like him on the door. But yeah, Alex is a good shout. Alex Dorsey I've seen him do singing stuff. So we haven't got a band name. What can I name one now? Just what can we be called? We need to think of something. How can we do it?
I'm sure there's something we can come up with. I'm sure there's something. Hey, Morgan saying, Sam, my songs were incredible. Remember the voice notes? Yeah, I do, Morgan. They had like way too many syllables, but it was fine, mate. It was fine. Fair play for that. But, we could have Morgan involved, Tom.
Oh, yeah, definitely. We'll definitely try and get some people involved, for sure. Just working it with, like I say, with Alex Hall. He's a busy man, so we're trying to sort all that out. But, this is still made in this football match. That's why we're talking about music, mate, because this is really poor.
It is. We've got a minute to go, and mate, this is not good. We got the amount of likes that we needed, Tom, to be able to chat to Nonny at half time. We got exactly what we needed, so we'll be chatting to him very, very shortly. I think you've got to stay on for that, mate, and then we'll play out the VT towards the end because it'll be great to chat to Nonny, the man, the legend. We may even hear a Red Army, and I heard that it was so loud last time the building physically shook when he chanted Red Army. So I cannot wait to hear him do it again. I want to see two, like the two pictures behind him on the wall fall off when he says it. Yeah. But we will see. So, mate, it's been a poor half.
It has. I could say credit to Wycombe. They've worked hard, but we haven't shown enough quality when we've got the ball. And at the moment, that fight and steel and organisation is winning at the moment because the quality that we know we've got, we haven't shown enough of. People like Wilshere, Stanislas, Brooks, they've got to be taking this game. It's half time now. They've got to be doing more for me because the type of quality players they are. We spoke about it before with we know what Jack Wilshere can bring. Brooksy, 40 million quid rumoured and all this. Think he's the best player in the league. You should be getting on the ball and making stuff happen, in my opinion. So disappointed with some of that. And like I say, it was a goal that deserved to be leading the tie at the moment, doesn't it? Because it was a hell of a goal early on. But expect a decent second half, though. Definitely, tempo needs to be upped. But Nonny's going to start it off, and it will all be good from there. I'm telling you.
I cannot wait. So get your 5-word match reports in, guys, on chat. We would love to hear what you've got to say. There's lots of comments coming in that we will get through shortly as well. But look, half time would not be half time on Back of the Net without this guy here. It is Nonny. He's with us. Hello, buddy. How are you? We can't quite hear you at the moment, Nonny. Unfortunately, there just may need to be a couple of buttons needing to be pressed your side. Let's try again. Speak again. Can we hear you? Unfortunately, we can't hear you, mate. So what you may need to do is log in and log out, and hopefully we'll hear you. Maybe Paul can sort that, mate, and then we'll try to get him in so shortly. I was so looking forward to that, mate.
Technology, eh?
Hopefully it's going to happen very soon. I'm absolutely certain. He just might need to log in and log out again. So, we'll go through a few of your comments before we get Nonny back on. He's going to be coming back in. I mean, Nonny, Bournemouth legend, Paul Spicer, Nonny, give us a song. 5 words, said Ethan. We need to do better. 100% right. I mean, the players are good enough, Tom. Well, we know they are.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's a real shame. And I know it's 7 changes, but the squad we've got, you shouldn't be making the changes we make, and then suddenly you can't beat Wycombe. Do you know what I mean? It is a concern because these players should really be fighting to try and get in the team. So I probably agree with that comment there as well. But some of the big players, as I mentioned, Wilshere, Stanislas, Brooks need to be doing better for me. But Woody won't be happy with that. So I hope he gets into him at half time. I expect an improved second half. We're still more than capable of getting a couple of goals.
Fingers crossed. We can hear him okay now. Nonny?
Hi.
We can hear you! How are you, mate? You all right?
Yeah, I'm okay, but I'm not very happy with Chris Meckham playing. He's not thinking right. He's not marking it right. And he's not looking at it, whereas the other players was.
You certainly miss Steve Cook, don't you? Certainly miss Steve Cook.
Yeah, I think it would be more better to just let some young one have a go before we could get in the playoff.
Yeah.
Place.
Yeah. Do you think he's done the right thing by giving certain players a rest? Because some people are saying we needed to keep the momentum, the positive momentum going. And now, after a poor 45 minutes, hopefully we'll have a better second half. But if we end up losing this, then all that positive momentum, Nonny, will have gone. It's a difficult one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very difficult. I'm a bit worried about the Wegos. He looked like he had a bit of a knot there.
Yeah, did he have a knock, Rico? Tom, did you sort of notice that?
It looked like he might have, yeah. And hopefully, I think we heard that Kelly shouldn't be too long away, should he? So hopefully we can get Kelly back to come back in that position. But yeah, it's not been a good half, Nonny. Not been a good half. Do you think would you make a change at half time, mate?
Yeah, I was just thinking of it. They could have put in that young left back. They got him on the bench. I could see him play really good left back.
Yeah,
the thing we don't have is it's like Charlie Daniel.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. But Nonny, fortunately, our playoff place has been confirmed. Who do you want to be avoiding in the semi-finals, home and away? Which team don't you want to be facing?
I don't want Bournemouth to play against Bradford. No,
nor me.
Bradford in the final.
That would be good. And look, they looked quality when we played them. So, what changes would you be making in the second half then? Do we need Dom Solanke on? Do we need Dan Juma on? What needs to change?
I think the other thing that I could see it where it's a bit weak, it's on the right side a bit. David Butt, he just lost a bit. He's not on it. That's what he needs to be. I think he's still not fit for the game.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Absolutely, mate. Well, I tell you what, mate, we've enjoyed having you on once again. Ethan has asked you to give him a wave if you can, mate. Can you give Ethan a wave? There he is. Right. Top man. And Andrew said, come on, Nonny, rattle my window panes. Let's end with the Red Army. Come on then, mate.
Red Army!
Red Army!
Red Army!
Red Army!
Thank you.
Red Army! Red Army!
Brilliant.
Love it. Nonny, thank you so much. Appreciate that, buddy.
Yeah.
Take care, buddy, and we'll see you very soon. What a guy. What a legend. What a performer. Tom, are your ears all right?
What?
You can barely even hear me. Well, I'll tell you what.
Bit of a breather, that. Oh,
yeah.
Brilliant, Nolly, brilliant. Makes you remember that they can't beat them chants when you're in the stadium, can you? Brilliant when you hear his voice.
Brilliant. All right. Okay. So we're doing this on YouTube this weekend. We are carrying on putting stuff on YouTube because ultimately, whilst it is a form of social media, it's one that we can control in terms of the comments, whereas Twitter and all that lot is not. This is our stance on what's happening this weekend as clubs and football up and down the land are boycotting social media. So this weekend, you'll have seen that a number of clubs up and down the country, not only football clubs, but lots of sports clubs and organisations based around sport are boycotting social media. They're doing it in protest at the ease at which people are able to discriminate without reprisal online. We're talking racism, xenophobia, homophobia, sexism, and lots more besides. Players and many others have been discriminated against online, and some of it is incredibly hurtful with some of the worst possible words used. And yet the mindless and faceless trolls, they can just get away with it. They can walk away from their keyboards and carry on with life. So whilst a boycott won't necessarily stop or solve the issue, what it will do is make the social media companies stand up and take notice, because ultimately the lack of engagement from staff and senior members of the FA, the Premier League, the EFL, the Women's Super League, the Women's Championship, the PFA, the LMA, the PGMOL, Kick It Out, the FSA, all of that will ultimately hit social media companies in the pocket, because engagement levels will be really bad and really low. The impressions on ads will take a dive, and as a result, the cash they generate from their ads will dip. Believe me, they will notice. So many football fans have joined their clubs and the organisations that they follow to back the initiative, and it's because it's the right thing to do. And there is discrimination and hate at all levels. Now, even as an AFC Bournemouth podcast and YouTube channel, we've had it too. Targeted hate. It's low and it's pathetic. On a couple of occasions, we've been able to backtrace the perpetrators and the instigators of this hate, and we've been able to flag it up with them and hopefully stop it from happening again. However, on most occasions, it's anonymous and there's no way to trace it back. And this is the problem, because social networks, they could do more, but they don't. So here at Back of the Net, we've joined them this weekend to boycott any engagement on social media, thereby maybe giving the social networks a little bit of a nudge, hopefully persuading them into making a change. But YouTube is social media, right? Yes, it is. But the difference is we can control the live chats and the comments that appear on screen. So we can take responsibility where people like Twitter cannot. Plus, during a time where a lot of us are all isolated, the conversation needs to continue, right? During the last year, we've been humbled and amazed by some of the direct messages that we've had from people telling us that they've loved the various shows that we've put out, which has really kept us going, I've got to say. Whether it's things that they can take part in themselves, like a free-for-all, or shows that they can engage in through chat, like a second look or a watch-along, an interview or a press pass, something like that. So that's why we're doing this today. I almost feel like we've got a duty of care to keep all the YouTube stuff going. So just so you know, yes, we're still on YouTube. We're still at the end of a direct message. And we'll also invite you to interact on today's show as well. But naturally, we're looking forward to getting back to chatting on social media ASAP, with the hope that soon there will be the change that enables it to be a safer and more kind place. Fingers crossed, eh? Up the Cherries. Yeah, certainly up the Cherries. So at half-time, it is Wycombe 1, Bournemouth 0. Thanks to everyone that has joined us today. Remember to give this video a like. And if you're new to the channel, then subscribe. Why not? So we went through a few 5-word match reports. So, for instance, Ethan, I think we flashed it on screen saying we need to do better. But we'll go through a few more. As was on screen earlier, John Amos saying probably made too many changes. James McCaffrey saying, yay, I've bought a mug. And thank you to everyone that has. I think we've nearly run out, so I might have to buy some more. We've had a 4-word match report saying Wycombe want it more from Liam Humby. Yeah, thank you very much. James added yawn, 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 yawn. Yeah, pretty awful. This is a woeful match, said Domini there. What are we doing, guys? Said Daniel in Florida. This is no surprise at all. I mean, we just need to score, said Morgan Scott. Yeah, Mepham consistent at making mistakes, said George there. Yeah, very, very true. Fringe players looking worryingly rusty, said Kirk. Yeah, excellent point made by Kirk there. And let's see what else. And everyone else, I think, is talking about Nonny there. Are there any other 5-word match reports? Well, pie and pint standard. That's a 4-word from Stuart. Enjoy Nonny's Red and Black Army. Lovely to have him on the channel there. So, yeah, we need to see a better second half if we can and just get some momentum. And, you know, what we want to see is players playing for their chance to play in the semis and at Wembley. But at the moment, you've got to say that, you know, none of these kind of so-called fringe players are really doing enough to dislodge people like Dom Solanke, like Dan Juma. You know, they'll be straight back in the side. But in order to get some momentum, I think it's vital that they play against Stoke, because we don't want to go in with players that are, you know, as good as cold after a 2-week break. So I'm sure Woodgate's probably thinking like that. And ultimately, right, if we want to avoid Brentford, you know, let's see how other matches have gone this weekend. But it could be that we just need to win next weekend, and today's result is not really relevant. What we'll do is we'll flash up a live league table in a minute. And remember, I said that you should show us your watch-along setups. We're not using Twitter this weekend because of the social blackout. Well, not blackout, boycott that is going on this weekend. So email them to fans@afcbpodcast.com, and yeah, we'll certainly get them on air. Now, sometimes, you know, I think to myself, right, if things aren't going well, we need a change. And sometimes we need to change our clothes. So I'm hoping that when Tom Jordan returns, it will be just that. So let's just see. He returns with some changed clothes. Look at that.
You know me too well, mate. Superstitious as ever. Stopped doing the toilet break on 38 when we were behind once, and but yeah, I'll keep this up. If we're not winning, got to change the top. So got a bit of yellow, get bright. See the players on the substitutes bench wearing nice little yellow bibs, so I'm thinking one of them could impact it. So yeah, we're gonna go with this one, and hopefully we can turn it around. Just seemed, I don't know if you saw when I was away there, Brentford scored on half time, so they're ahead against Watford.
Are they? Interesting.
Yeah, they've made a few changes, but I think they've still got a pretty strong side, Tony, and that. So yeah, be interesting to see if we can push on in the second half. But I don't know if there's going to be any changes made yet. Doesn't look that way because the subs going off and the players are coming on. So I think you'll give it another 10-15. Personally.
Yeah. So as we just flashed on screen, Doan there said, "Have you seen my email?" Yes, we have, mate. What's the guy?
Love it, and good positioning as well. You know, you want to make sure that the talent's still on screen and in good view. So he's done that well. Yeah, no, really like that. Really impressive. Whereabouts, Doan?
We'll find out whereabouts in the world you are. You're on chat at the moment, but loving the selfie, mate. Thank you so much. His selfies, even better. He's got us on the wall. Star performer. What a guy. Thank you so much, mate. This is a strong rating, isn't it? It's a strong rating because he's showing his joy at watching the back of the net watch-along. That's a strong scene right there.
That's strong because we're up on the wall as well, which is always nice to see. And I like the selfie. Yeah, I like that a lot. So it's a solid 8.5 from me. Yeah, really impressed with that. Very nice to see. And also another little update: Preston are 2-up against Barnsley. Thank you, Daniel. So yeah, it's not just us, is it, that are looking at this game and a few changes and stuff. It's a bit of a weird one.
Yeah, it is, and we're just kicking off then. So there we are. We have just kicked off, and it's Wycombe 1, Bournemouth 0. We need to turn this around in the second half. We really do. There's the clock on camera that's going to appear very, very shortly, so you know whereabouts we are. There it is, and we'll get the crowd sounds on very, very shortly. I just need to find out whereabouts in the world he is. I'm sure he's going to come back with some location ASAP. James, who's been asking for the StreamYard link, this is not a StreamYard show. This is not a show where you can take part in. 5 o'clock though, it's a free for all, so you can. So we look forward to seeing you then, buddy. We really do. Tom, what do you want to see in this half? I mean, you know, obviously us equalising, but just want to see a bit more grit and determination and us control the game like we should be, surely.
Yeah, I do, because just seeing there again, Swansea are now behind against Derby. So you're looking at it, Swansea behind, Barnsley behind. Brentford ahead. You know, we want to show that we're not like the others and we can kick on. And we got half a chance here if we can look left, but he's not looking left. Look left. But yeah, we definitely need to see some more in the second half. And They've edged us for all things on the pitch, really, in terms of energy and fight and things like that. They're a team that are really scrapping, but we need to show more quality on the ball. Because we've got the players still out there. So but I expect to see a better second half, definitely, and just gonna have a fruitella.
Yeah, what fruitella flavour have you gone for just there, mate?
What is it? Because it's got pink and yellow. I feel like it might be a bit lemony. I'm not sure. One's got cola. One's got cola. Custard? Well, it might be rhubarb custard, actually, yeah. Quite
beautiful.
Like that.
Fruitella, mate. That's the way forward then. All over that. Yeah, so Tom, I just want to check, what time is your clock looking at the moment?
46:55.
Oh, mate, you might need to fast forward because I'm 10 seconds ahead of you.
It's always happened second half, isn't it?
Yeah, you might need to give it a refresh because I'm basically...
What are you at now?
I'm on 47:17.
Okay, I'm on 47:15. Just get it forward a little bit. 47:21.
Yeah, that'll do. I think we're pretty much there. I may be slightly ahead.
No, I'm not having it. I'm refreshing.
He can't handle it. I think our mugs may have been sold out, by the way.
Really?
Well, I think so. Yeah. I mean, there's been so many that have gone.
Go on, postman.
We're just down their left flank, but they're managing to defend well.
Right.
And we'll show a live league table in a minute, mate, as well, just to see whereabouts we're at.
Yeah.
But yeah, where I'm looking at the moment, we're just approaching 48 minutes. So hopefully, if you're watching on AFCB TV at home, then our score pretty much is in line with what you're seeing.
I'm on 48 now.
Yeah. So, Doan is in Binh Duong in southern Vietnam, mate, just north of Ho Chi Minh City. Amazing. What a guy. Love it.
Love that. Unbelievable.
Absolutely.
Commitment.
Love it.
What time will it be there? Ooh.
What time will it be? Oh, yeah, good point. Time in Vietnam. I'll have to check that out, because this could be even more dedication. If it's like 3 in the morning or whatever, it could be even more dedication. At the time there now, though, no, it's not too bad. It's just approaching 10:15 in the evening in Vietnam. But I love his dedication to the cause. Thank you very much, Doan, and we'll get more Watchalong setups on screen throughout the show. We've got loads of emails to go through, actually. We're not using Twitter this weekend. 2 mugs left.
Quick! Unbelievable.
Shopping TV channel over here, back of the net.
We'll have
AFCBpodcast.com/coffee if you want one.
I have to have a look for the... they've just taken a short corner on the edge of the box and absolutely scuffed it.
We're clear.
Yeah, we'll have to look at what other... People have to let us know what kind of other stuff, which obviously realistic, merch-wise. Because it's nice to, have the support and everyone. It's nice for everyone to... it's a big community in it, so it's nice everyone have their own back of the net stuff. So I'm trying to think of other little things that would be quite realistic and that we could do for people.
Well, I'll tell you
I'm thinking of back of the net calendar.
Well,
do you know what I mean?
Easy to post. Oh my god! Are you
imagine a back of the net calendar?
Who would be January? Tiggs.
I think Tiggs is a good way to start the year. So I appreciate that, and obviously we have to do it monthly. So I want to see December. I want Jeff full kitted out, Christmas hat. Jeff as Santa, Christmas time. We can really. That's not a bad shout. Someone's put in the chat coasters, things like that. But yeah, it'd be nice to be able to do a bit more kind of close season, wouldn't it, for people? But I think a calendar could be a dream, couldn't it?
We'll get a photo shoot sorted, mate. Yeah, your mouse mats, great idea.
Yeah.
I bought one on Amazon. It was like 90p. Yeah, but I needed one, and easy to post. I'm like the bloody mugs; they're like £3 to post. Jeff has confirmed that he can do Christmas.
Big moment, that big moment. I think I can see Tiggs in October as well, Halloweeny. I can see him. He's a bit playing that villain role. So yeah, I think we've got to do it now. We've got to. February, Valentine's. We could have the squad. Do you know what I mean? All looking very pretty. But
I'm a bit wary. I'm a bit wary though of turning this channel into one of those kind of, AFTV people, things that are led by characters. and making us the star of the show. I can't stand that.
No, I know what you mean.
So I don't know. Maybe we'll
just
get
stick with me being the star of the show, and
that's fine.
We'll just go from there. Yeah.
Well, people tune in. People tune into you anyway, mate.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. But Jeff Hayward as Santa, though. I mean, everyone in the chat's loving that idea. I think that's key. But just good to have a little think about what we could do in it. I know we've done the some of the kind of anonymous questions and surveys and things before, haven't we? And it's quite interesting to know what everyone likes and wants improved and things like that. It's always helpful. They're in here.
It's right. Begovic has managed to clear. He's managed to gather, and we're all good. And you know what? We're on the attack at the moment. We're just on the left flank. Just want to see a little more fluidity in. Roro showing some silk, nice. But his through ball was cleared, and Wycombe managed to gather by the looks of it and clear away. I've got a feeling they're going to get a little bit more nervous the more this game goes on, Tom. And I've got a feeling that we're going to see certainly more chances than we saw in the first 45.
Yeah, and if like you say, if they start retreat a little bit and they think, oh, can we hang on? And then they see Dan Juma, Billy and Solanke come off the bench, that'll certainly affect them. But I just want to see more from the players on the pitch, to be honest. I want them to think, you know what, you don't need to bring these players on, we're good enough. But full Monty of all the boys. I could do that, couldn't I? Just go from each Bournemouth shirt. Yeah.
Love it.
Brilliant.
Absolutely love it. Right, mate, I don't know how many mugs are left, but thank you to Jane Honeybun. You're a honey bun. We've got the back of the net mugs sold out, mate. Charlie Hansford, Ben, aka Cockbeard, Carol Toller, Robert Francis, Darren Bryant, Gemma Burney, Lucy. Lucy's replaced her mug.
Oh, I love it. Oh, brilliant.
Oh, bless her, man.
That's the last one going out, though. That's the last one to be posted.
Yeah.
She's got to learn.
So just so you know, the mugs are coming in on like the 5th. So that week, I'll be at the post office posting them out. If people want more, we'll produce more. All right. So yeah, and it all helps the channel. It really does. And honestly, we truly appreciate it. So thanks very much for that. Thank you very much. And you know what? Like, we'll get the t-shirts out and the hoodies in due course. Maybe. Maybe. Over the bar. Was that a chance? Was that offside? Was that Chris Mepham? It bounced awkwardly in front of him. And
I don't know if it was offside or not, but don't my head in here. Not good enough. Whipped in, just seeing if I think he might have timed the run well, actually, but Meps just didn't judge the bounce well enough. Daniel's just updated there. 2-0 Brentford against Watford.
So it looks like Watford, that they're not going to win the title again.
Oh, such a shame for them.
Always the bridesmaid, never the bride, eh?
What a shame. But imagine getting promoted twice and being second both times. You either want to win the league or win the playoffs. No, I haven't shaven my legs yet. Someone's reminded me about the leg shaving. Was that one of the last watch-alongs?
Yeah, it was. Honestly, the amount of times that people, like I've said this before, they certainly always remember stuff that how they remember it, I don't know. But yeah, the waxing is a bit of a big one. Right, come on, lads. Let's be a bit more intent.
Yeah, it'll happen. I'm just gonna allow Sam to do it, but hopefully do it when we can watch in person. But yeah, it will happen. But try and do it live. Don't know if I can handle that, actually. Maybe.
Come on, lads. Let's get some atmosphere going.
Come on.
Up the foot, run away. Come on, lads. Tell you what, it's certainly a little bit better in that we're playing football in their half. And, whereas in the first half, it felt like it was just nowhere, like in the middle third of the pitch. But we're definitely in their third, playing some nice sort of, tiki-taka stuff. But they got a really good defensive press, I've got to say. And look, they've just forced us into a mistake where we tried to switch it to the other wing and it's gone over his head. And Roro with the attempted pass. And we've got a throw.
It's our own fault. We've given them something to hang on to. We've done this a few times this season. Once you give them a lead like we did, we play into their hands because they've got something to hang on to now. They don't need to open up. Swansea have equalised against Derby, which is good news for Wycombe, I'm sure. But yeah, not good enough at the moment. I'd say Wycombe are justified to be 1-0 ahead. We haven't tested the keeper at the end of the day, but definitely already in this second half looks a little bit better, like you say. And I think another 5 minutes and he might introduce some of the big boys to have half hour or so.
Genuinely, Daniel gets the score updates quicker than my phone app. I honestly think he's got a contact at each and every ground. He's got like 46 phones, and he just picks the one that rings and he gets the updates and puts them on here. Brilliant, Daniel. Thanks so much. So James McCaffrey, who bought a mug, here's a watch-along setup for you, Tom.
Ooh, like it.
What do you think about this?
Oh, I like that. Yeah, I like that. Are they goalkeeping? They're two goalkeeping shirts there, but different as well, like that.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's a nice setup. I like the strong. We have some strong ones today. Really strong.
AFC Bournemouth big like posters, like straight slash stickers there as well. He's got the game on his laptop. He's got us on the screen. I'm glad he's prioritised us over the match. He's done well with that, and it's fairly strong, isn't it? Strong look.
Very strong. Very strong. Oh, does it? Ooh. I feel like it's in between that 8.5 and 9. So I might go 8.8.
8.8.
It's very strong though. Really like it. Yeah, really like it.
Strong setup, and we'll get through the others very, very shortly. Cheers, mate. Thank you for sending that in, and I'll get you a mug ASAP. As soon as we get them in, mate, I will let you know. We'll keep you updated via social media, I'm sure. Morgan Scott's also sent in his watch-along setup, so we'll get that on screen shortly. Hopefully he's done his washing this week, eh?
Yeah, he sorted it out last time, I think it was. But yeah, always strong from Morgan, so looking forward to that. Nice to see Reading take the lead in their game, and now they're 2-1 down. Just capitulation from Reading as usual. Someone's down there for Bournemouth. I think the ball's hit him in the face. I'm not sure who it is. Oh, CCV, Carter Vickers. Get up, wing on. Change the centre half on the bench.
A very, very powerful shot from distance, and it absolutely sparked Cameron Carter Vickers out, and it was given away absolutely stupidly, and hit him square on the chops, and I'm sure he'll be okay. But bloody hell, that looked powerful. Really, I mean, it was a impressive shot from range that was probably going to test Begovic, I'm absolutely certain, but still, the ball that was gifted to him to actually have that shot was awful.
Yeah, poor. We haven't made the right decisions on the ball. Another update, Swansea are now ahead, so that will drop us to 5th, I would have thought. But if we're lucky, really, if we a lot of us obviously keep saying we don't really want Brentford, we're lucky Barnsley are 2 down, otherwise we'd be 6th. But yeah, a little bit of a wake-up call for us. I think we've said this before, haven't we? Yeah, momentum's key, but sometimes a defeat now and a poor performance that we've had so far, it gives Woodgate the opportunity to go, wakey, boys, because we had a great run, but we've just, been outplayed by Wycombe, who are going down, no disrespect. So if you want to go up in these playoffs, we need to see a lot better than that. So somewhat Byron, cheers for that, mate. We're down to 5th, but if we get a draw, we will go up to 4th. Minimum of a draw. We've got to get. I mean, I want to win this game. I still think we've got enough, but unbeaten in the last 2 for me is important. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a couple of changes soon. I'd maybe keep Surridge on. I don't know what you think, Sam. Maybe get 2 up. I think Riquelme's done okay, but you've got to remember we haven't played a lot of football. So maybe get Riquelme off for Solanke and go 4-4-2. Maybe take a Brookshaw stand off for Arnie, maybe. But yeah, I thought I would go 2 up now. I would go 2 up and try and occupy their centre halves. And the fact is, we haven't tested the keeper, so I'd like to see Dom come on. But it's worrying how reliant we are on these players. Obviously, I said it to you that Southampton game without, obviously half jokingly, but it was genuine that without Lerma for that suspension, it was so noticeable. Yeah. Today again, without him in that middle, and then without Solanke, and you think the drop-off's bigger than you think. Between player to player, and no Steve Cook, who people highlight some of the errors he makes, but I'll tell you what, we don't look as good without him. But I will say Roro has played all right. I'm just saying in terms of his minutes, whether he'll last night, I'm not sure. We
talk about squad depth, and at the start of the game we were really excited about Angasek. Chance on the right hand side, cut back. Is the ball in good? No, it's been cleared by Wycombe. I'll tell you what, that was a nice little passage of play for us. Just hit a channel. Managed to square the ball back, but we didn't find anyone, and Wycombe managed to clear. We were talking at the start about bringing in these players and the quality of Jack Wilshere, but the players that we have brought in haven't shone as well as I'd have liked them to today, though, I've got to say.
No, I agree. Yeah, they haven't. Like I say, Wilshere hasn't got on the ball and made things happen as much as he would have liked. We've done a few of them balls, just in the replay there, Stacey across goal, and that's another reason why I think we could do with another player up front, because we're getting getting a few joys down the wide positions, but you've only got Surridge as the target. You haven't even got kind of Billing making them late runs, which he does as well. It's amazing that we've got to this stage of the season and we're really missing Billing, whereas at the start of the season, we'd struggle to get on the bench. So form changes and things like that. But we're certainly missing a few of the key boys today. And so it's a concern because I thought we'd still have too much. I think it's fair to say, as much as we maybe didn't want 7 changes, we still thought we'd have too much. And we haven't been good enough. We've got to test that keeper.
Yeah, we have to. We have to test the keeper. And as Nick says, come on, Bournemouth. Yeah, we want to see improvement. Right, let's check out Morgan Scott's Watchalong setup. And you know what?
Okay.
Standard, but strong. I've got
Very
to say,
strong.
He's got his picture of Eddie Howe and him there. He's got his back of the net mug. He's got his iPad. He's charging on the go, ready for the free-for-all. I'm absolutely certain. You know, there's no bells and whistles with this one, but
it's
on the
simple.
iPad, it's solid.
It's simple but effective, Sam. Sometimes you can do too much. Do you know what I mean? And be too elaborate. It's simple but effective. You've got the back of the net mug in there, which is great and making me reminisce Eddie there. Maybe a bit emotional seeing Eddie there. It's a good picture, Morgan. Strong, nice picture of you and Eddie. Like you say, charging up. Priorities are there. Charging up. He knows free-for-all's coming. So I appreciate that. Solid 8.5 for me. I think I might have gave Morgan an 8 the last time I was on there, and I think this is header there. Sorry, I think this is an improvement on his last one. So I'm gonna give that an 8.5. Strong from Morgan.
Strong from Morgan. So the cross came in from the right, and it was partially cleared and fell to Junior Stanislas, but he was too far under the ball and he jumped way too early. Like he needed to come over the ball, but when it's coming from above you like that, very difficult, and it goes over the bar, doesn't test the keeper. And look, that'll go down as a chance, but certainly not one on target. And as Richard said, do we need to get the big boys on now before it's too late?
Maybe.
I'm sure at a certain amount of time, certainly he's going to be thinking of perhaps needing to do that.
Yeah, maybe. What also is in this second half, we've had 2 half chances there from that right hand side, Stacey overlapping, which is good to see, and it reinforces my kind of thought at the moment that to get another man up top. We can talk about Arnie and people like that who obviously are class, but I think the priority now should just be to get another man up there, because we've had a few now where we've got balls in the box and we just ain't got enough players to aim for. So I don't think it needs free centrally in the midfield at the moment. It might even be a case of taking a Brooks or Stanislas off even. But I want Dom up there. I mean, even if he didn't want to risk anyone, he could just put Shane Long on. I mean, I'm not a massive fan, but I think at the moment, Surridge needs someone next to him. Yeah. And we need a bit more of a target up there. But still got time.
Yeah, still got time. So I think we've gone through all of the watch-along setups that have been sent through. So we had Morgan, James McCaffrey, as we know, Eric Miller, and also Doan as well. If there are any others that want to be sent in, we're on email only today because of the social media boycott. So it's fans@afcbpodcast.com if you want us to show your setup on screen. The clock, by the way, because of our tin pot operation, I'm sure your monies will help. Hang on. We got the ball. Oh, hello, this is a chance now. He's in on goal. He's done the keeper. Oh, he's in the ball.
You're joking.
No. Oh, he rounded the keeper. He did everything he had to. And then, oh, my God.
Someone's
David
down injured
Brooks.
as well. Brooks has done really well there. He's taken it around the goalkeeper and then he's lifted it onto the crossbar. Unbelievable.
That was a lovely little through ball, and Brooks managed to lose the defender, got round the keeper, the defender sliding in, got a touch on it, and it cannoned off the bar and out into play. Roro Riquelme was that with the through ball.
Brilliant from Roro, and he's probably been someone that hasn't let us down today. He's done had a decent performance, but I didn't realise that. I thought Brooksy had scuffed it, but he's in it when he's round the keeper, and I'll tell you what, their defender has just slid. Got a deflection on it, it's hit the crossbar, but really good from Roro, and he's probably the man that's taken his opportunity today.
Brooks has got his top halfway. What's he wearing his top like that for?
I don't know if he's coming off, is he? I think it was Stanislas I saw down injured, which is a worry. Is it Stanislas? Yeah. If he's got injured again and is out of the playoffs, you just think, God, this guy can't catch a break. I mean, he hasn't been good, but I'll tell you what, no one can tell me whether you want to start or not that you don't want Stanislas available in the squad going into the playoffs, definitely. Yeah. But you've got to take him off now if he's got any sort of knock, because what's the point? But I cannot believe that didn't go in.
Especially if it goes to pens at Wembley, or or in the semis, we know that he's a reliable penalty taker.
Yeah, just get him off now. If he's got any sort of knock, just get him off. Arnie's there, obviously. You can bring Arnie on. You could even always bring Jane Anthony on. So he's sticking with that. Yeah, fair opportunity for him. Just won the cup, and he scored for the youngsters. Good opportunity for him. But he's obviously looking at this and thinking, I do not want to use the big boys. And to be fair to him, if you've just seen Stanislas get injured, you think, God, I can't afford to bring Arnie on and then get injured. But good opportunity for Anthony. Really good. I know he can play wide.
And, we know that on that side, he's such a threat. And he can score goals. He can go to the byline.
Yeah.
He can cut it back.
Brooksy's off as well.
Brooksy's off as well. Shane Long.
Yeah. So he's going, I assume he's going 4-4-2, as I said, Long up with Surridge, and then he'll probably have Anthony on the left, Riquelme on the right, Wilshere and Pearson in the middle. But yeah, interesting that he's, it could have easily been Solanke and Danjuma. But he obviously don't want to give him that much time. He might only give him 10 minutes or something, but interesting. But yeah, if we can change the game with Shane Long and Jane Anthony, would be a surprise, to be honest. That's Long battling back there and giving away a free kick. One on Shane.
God. And as James said, the Under-21's Hampshire Cup. That's on Tuesday night.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, and that's interesting because that's probably trying to get him fresh for that as well. So, but yeah, they done well in what was the cup they just won, didn't they? Central.
Yeah, the Central League Cup. Yeah.
And he always, every time I look at the kind of academy and how they do, he always seems to get on the score sheet or do something, doesn't he, Jane Anthony? So deserves that opportunity. So pleased for him. Hopefully he can do. I think it was. I'm trying to remember what game it was. Where he was it the game? What was the game where Riquelme come on late, really early in the season, and scored? Was it Derby? Yeah. And I think it was that one. Anthony come on the left as well because we were chasing, and a few good movements and really impacted the game. For a young player to impact the game last 10 is really good. They've just got a free kick that they look like they've overhit and kept it long and played it.
It's gone over there, and Bournemouth now half on the break, but it looks as if it's gone out for a throw. Yeah, you're right. Right. So where are we at? We're on 68 minutes at the moment, but we're creating some chances, which is better to see. What's really good to see is we've got a watch-along set up here from Robert, aka AFCB Latvia. He's done it on selfie mode, so everything's back to front here at the moment. But I mean, that's strong though, isn't it? Strong.
Yeah, very strong. I like a selfie mode as well. And you're just about to sip a beer. I think that just above you on the right hand side says love. If it was there, so he's showing the love for the channel there, which I like. Got to be. I quite like that actually. Quite like it. What's a few PlayStation games there as well. I was trying to check them out. What we got there? Assassin's Creed. Yeah,
Fortnite.
Nice little selection there as well. Got to be a solid 8, isn't it? Got to be a solid 8. If that's fair.
Robert from AFCB Latvia, solid 8. He's also sent another photo. Morgan sent another one as well. So we will. Oh yeah, he's just he's got some match attacks cards in his second photo, Robert, as well. So absolutely brilliant. We will get that on very, very shortly, Robert, as we hope to see an improvement with regards to AFC Bournemouth at the moment, and we're playing in the Wycombe half at the moment, but it's not fluid, and we're not seeing those combinations that we would usually see with the usual personnel that we got, Tom.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's concern. It is a little bit of a concern, and like I say, we could end up looking at it, and the 3 teams that get relegated, we might have only won out of the 6 games, 2 of them. I think Rotherham once and Wycombe once. At 6 games against a relegated team, so that's not good enough. It shows a way of playing against us that works. Set piece is poor again, too deep.
And let's be fair, when we played him at our place, we didn't exactly play him off the park either, did we?
No, I remember we started the game well, and then it just got really, really scrappy. And like I say, they had to send it off, and we managed to break them down quite late. But that could have easily been a ball draw, that one. Definitely. And we do struggle. I mean, even the Rotherham, both times we played them, struggled. Who's the other one? Sheffield Wednesday, done the double on us. So it would certainly make you think there's a way of playing against Bournemouth and being a bit nasty and direct. Wilshere's down at the moment, but I think he's only at his face, so he should be all right.
He's got a knock to the jaw by the looks of it. So in the meantime, let's just finish off the symmetry of seeing the rest of AFCB Latvia's set up there. And I mean, Tom, it's strong, isn't it? It's strong, especially with the match attack cards there as well.
Yeah, nice little touch on the match attack. Gets up to an 8.2 comfortably. But yeah, no, liking that. Like it a lot. Always good from Robin Latvia. So yeah, like that. Like it a lot. Some strong ones today, definitely.
What do you think that? Well, let's have a look at the table at the moment. They're just flashing it on screen at the moment, Tom. We're still in fifth. I mean, goal difference is sorting that out, but it's one of those situations now whereby we can't afford to lose on the final day. I mean, I can't quite remember who everyone's got on the final day. We obviously did our prediction, but we don't want to be finishing sixth, do we? Because it looks like Brentford have probably got that third place wrapped up.
Yeah, I think you'd feel like it would virtually wrap up the spots in the sense that Barnsley, I mean, we got Preston to thank that are 2-0 up at the moment, and Barnsley, I'm pretty sure, have got Norwich on the last day. So I'd expect us to equal or better their result against Stoke. So yeah, I reckon it's going to end up like that unless we sort something out here. I mean, yes, the fans on there, so it helps a little bit, but I felt like we'd always get Swansea looking at the fixtures, but I thought it would be the other way around and we would get that away fixture out of the way first. But yes, it's disappointing. I thought we'd get third or fourth, so now I'm thinking it would probably be the other way around. But we've still got a bit of time to get a goal, nick a point at least, and you never know, Derby might help us out against Swansea. Oh, Welbeck, 2-0 Brighton.
Have you got him?
Nah, I ain't got Welbeck. Just Trossard for Brighton. Don't go overhaul on Brighton players, unsurprisingly. But yeah, I don't think fifth's too bad, Sam. If you play Swansea over two legs, it's not as much of a factor this season as at that home and away. Yeah, that is a worrying stat. 63%, not a single shot on target.
63%, right. We got Morgan who's sending in more photos, and Morgan, we can only do what we can do. We'll try to get this on screen as soon as we can, mate. We are trying to keep. He's got some photos of shirts, Stanislas and Brooks. I'll show it, but Morgan, this ain't no Watchalong setup, mate. But there we go. He's got some shirts there signed.
I think he just, I gave him a good 8.5, but I think he, credit to him, wants to show that there are football shirts and Bournemouth shirts in the vicinity of where he's watched. So I appreciate that. So, but I'm not going overboard. 8.6. He's getting a 0.1 up from that.
Morgan, he's giving you an extra 0.1. Fair play. Cheers, Morgan. Thanks very much, mate. Appreciate you sending that in, and hopefully see you on the free for all at 5 o'clock. And if you want to take part, you're more than welcome. Just go to afcbpodcast.com/take part. Plug your headphones into your device, and then we'll get you straight on and chat all things Cherries as Bournemouth look to salvage something in this. Sam Surridge nearly through on goal, but Wycombe resilient defending as ever. Troopers today, credit to them for today. We do need to give them some credit here, don't we?
Yeah, we do. I always respect teams like this because they know, you don't have to go through all the how much they will cost and stuff. None of their players would get in our team, but they're you can win football matches by just them basics and that hard work and desire and putting your body in front of things, and they're doing that better than us. But equally, with the quality that we have hasn't been shown consistently enough. Stacey trying to get in down this right-hand side, put the ball in. I couldn't get on the header, and the ref's giving a foul. Really frustrating one at the moment.
In the box.
But no, it looks like a head injury there, so we might have a few minutes at a time. But that's really bad. And Tiggs put that in the chat there, Sam. How many shots on target will that be from the Brentford game in this game? It's a bit worrying. We're not. Their goalkeeper don't need to be there today. That's the concern. Stacey's doing a bit better down that right hand side. Looks like a nasty head injury though. Oof. For their centre half, Surridge just literally headed him. He looks out of it. This could be a bit of stoppage time there, mate.
I think I found the Watchalong setup that I like the most.
Oh, blimmin' heck!
Aesthetically, I'm going to put it on screen very, very shortly.
But there was someone with the dog that's leading.
Oh, that's James Brown, I think. Was it James Brown? I think it was. But this one from Neil Whedon here, I just found it in my spam, Neil, so that's why it was on a bit late. But he's gone all out with the shirts. Check out this.
Yeah, I like that. Very
aesthetic. This is good, isn't it? This is strong.
Very, very strong. Yeah, no, I like that. Yeah, the free kits there. Yeah, that is strong. I'll tell you what.
And he's got a CFAX mug as well. Now,
yeah.
Tom, I'll ask you now, because you can't quite see on this one. Have a guess what scoreline, and it involves an AFC Bournemouth scoreline. Have a guess what scoreline will be on the mug.
I'm trying to think what classic game it could be. Is it is My Lifetime and stuff, yeah?
I just need to check. It is, yes, it is in Your Lifetime, yeah.
What would be a big scoreline that we could have... Ugh. If you had to check that it can't be that modern. Oh, no, it is. It's the 3-1 against the Scum. Of course it is. Yeah, I love
3-1.
That. Love that.
3-1 against the Scum.
None of them players are with us anymore. Unbelievable.
That's mad, isn't it? Absolutely mad. Yeah, there it is.
Only last season.
Yeah. Cheers, Neil. Thank you very much for that. Really appreciate that, mate. Yeah, love it. Loving the mug. And if you want to get your hands on a back of the net one, well, we'll be having them back on our website very, very soon, as we order them. Thank you very much. And thank you to everyone who's getting involved today. Remember to give this video a like. There's a Wycombe player still down at the moment, so you're not missing any action at the moment. It's 1-0 to the Chairboys, who have thoroughly deserved it at the moment. Bournemouth, not looking themselves. But if you want to know how importantly, and this is not meaning to discredit players like Jayden Anthony, but you could put on Dan Juma, who's a proven player that we know his stats. Well, they do the talking, don't they? But he's put on Anthony instead, which maybe gives you some indication of how he's treating this game mentally, Tom.
Yeah, no, definitely. Be interesting to see what he says after the game, because you can't really come out and say too much other than, you've clearly rested your best players, so you're clearly not that bothered about winning the game. But then I do feel for Woodgate, because that's still a team that should be doing better than it is. Simple as that. But yeah, we're a bit of a coupon buster today for anyone that fancies a little accumulator, aren't we? I bet everyone would have put Bournemouth as a banker for this game, but hasn't happened. Looks like that player's all right, which is the main thing, but he's probably going to have to come off concussion. Don't know if they do that concussion sub, do they?
No, that's right.
But yeah, we just haven't been good enough. Like you say, the simple, you look at any stats you want, the main stat is we haven't tested the keeper once. Would that have happened with Solanke and Danjuma on the pitch? I doubt it. But it shows how much we need them. It really, really does. But there's going to be at least one big moment in this game. And if we can come out of this game, which has been a poor performance, made loads of changes, and not lose it, and just nick a point, it'll be all right. I'll be content with it, I suppose.
Maybe we're just lulling them into a false sense of security, Tom, by putting in performances like this.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, it's a weird one, isn't it? It's a weird one. We went on that massive run, and I'm thinking, God, I really fancy. I'd put money on us to go up now. And then Brentford game, I thought they're just a better team than us. And then I'm watching this game, and I'm thinking, we haven't got the Warriors. If we're behind in one of these playoff games, these are the players that are going to have to come on and change it. And they've shown today that they're definitely not an upgrade on any of the players we got on the pitch. So it'd be hard to change things. Once again, I think there's so many key men, though, isn't there? There's Steve Cook, Marshall in defence, not there. Jefferson Lerma in the middle, heartbeat in midfield, not there. Dan Juma, Magic Man, not there. Solanke, not there. It's too many. And I think Woodgate won't do the same against Stoke, because it's just too many. I think 7, a little bit too much.
Yeah, no, completely agree. I think, come on, we need to get some atmosphere going. Come on.
Oh
yeah. Roll away. Come on, boys. Let's start seeing improvement here.
Just a couple of lads.
Our record is under threat.
Oh no, I forgot about that. A couple of lads just went past the window, and I'm going, just sat there. I forgot about that. God, we can't lose our Watchalong record on Wycombe. Come on. Go on, Roro. Get up. I'm not happy.
In the meantime, should we see another setup? This was submitted by the Best Football Moments, aka George. I mean, standard in the dark. He's watching in a dark room, but he's got the TV. He's got the game on as well. Fairly strong there, Tom.
Yeah, fairly strong. I can see a little bit of Arnie down. Arnie bottom left there. I don't know what it's on, but I can see that. I like that. Don't know what is that of Arnie? Just a little picture of him, bottom left.
I need to, you know what? I need to zoom in and have a look, see what's going on there.
In
the meantime, we're just on the attack on the left-hand side, but Wycombe managed to clear. How many times have I said that? I feel like a stuck record today, mate. I feel like a stuck record with the amount of times that I'm saying the same thing. Are you talking about down? Where are you talking?
The bottom left, yeah.
Oh, it's like one of those FIFA cards, is it?
Ah, yeah, I like that.
Nice.
I like that. Yeah, I was just intrigued what it was. Couldn't work it out. We go for a solid 8. Solid 8. Yeah, it's consistent today. Consistent, but unlike the performance here. But come on, man. This would be, like I say, Wycombe are probably, well, they're going down. They're probably going to come bottom. We didn't score against them in the home game until they went down to 10 men. We could end up playing them twice, and every time they've had 11v11, we haven't scored. And they're the team that people score most against. It's a bit of a weird one, this. Come on, we got to test the keeper in 90 minutes against... Well, come on, boys. Ugh.
Right, Jack Stacey on the right-hand flank, trying to manufacture a chance, but he's trying to get the byline, loses the ball. Wycombe managed to clear. It's just not good enough, you know, not fluid at all.
Oh, decision making, the final piece just not there.
Yeah, Jaden Anthony's like showing a bit of industry. Oh, hello. Sorry, I turned the volume up there by accident. Shouldn't have done that. Breaking some kind of rights there. Roro's got the ball now. Jack Stacey on the right-hand flank. Trying to do a 1-2 with Roro. Gets it. Can you cut it back? Wycombe's defending.
Like absolute warriors at the moment, to be fair to them. They've earned it. They're earning this clean sheet at the moment. Can't argue with that.
Roro and Pearson look exactly the bloody same, mate.
They do, don't they? It's the hair, and are they both... One's 22 and one's 20 as well, so that's really annoying.
Yeah,
but, they've probably been two of our better players, I would say.
Yeah, they've been all right.
Stacey's got forward better as far as the ball handling. He's got forward better in the second half, whereas Rico hasn't really done anything on the other side. But yes, bit of a concern, this.
Pete Easter said Bournemouth are crushing my Acker for 157. Everyone else is up. Yeah, you know what? There's always a match like this in there, and unfortunately we're just not at the races today. It is unfortunate for Wycombe, really, that their performance today is probably not going to be rewarded with survival based on the other results. I think Derby are still getting a point at the moment in their fixture, so they're on 44.
No, they're losing.
This win will be on 40.
Derby are losing. I think, but Rotherham are level with Blackburn, I think.
Let's have a look. We'll get the live championship table up.
It always seems to happen like this, doesn't it? I think did Sheffield United get a few little points not long ago? Do you know what I mean? When they're already down, I think West Brom they smashed Chelsea, didn't they? When they're already basically gone, it's like you lose that kind of weight of expectation on your shoulder and play with a little bit of pride, I guess. Derby are losing by the looks of it.
But Wycombe's goal difference is minus 33 at the moment. So
and Derby have got to play Sheffield Wednesday in the week, so that means it's impossible, doesn't it?
Yeah,
because one of them's got to get a point. Yeah, I didn't realise. Look at Derby and Rotherham, the L's. Christ,
it's bad, isn't it? Really bad.
Oh, they both took points of ours. Unbelievable.
And you know what? Those are the matches that I'm looking back on now, thinking, you know what?
Yeah, unbelievable. Credit to Coventry, by the way. They haven't really been in a relegation scrap all season, have they? They only just come up. So they've been quite good, I thought. But come on, boys.
I mean, who was that with that? Who was that with that ball out now? Jack Stacey, I think, just gave it away. I mean, the lack of diligence on the ball, the lack of composure. It's really not very good, and we're struggling to put like 3 or 4 passes together at this stage, Tom.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And we could talk about the kind of how hard they've worked and stuff, but the quality just hasn't been there when we got the ball. It's just been really poor, and like the decision making's been woeful. Real sad. Now we've got 2 strikers on the pitch. We haven't got them in at all. Slow. There's no real energy about us. Yeah, really surprised someone's down injured as well. I don't know what it is. Can't see.
It's Jack Wilshere, so it's not his jaw this time. It looks like he's got some kind of injury with his right foot.
85 minutes from Jack Wilshere is a long time. Probably not used to that, is he? So his body's not used to that. Shame for him, but maybe just chuck Billy on, maybe.
Why not? We've got this one from George as well, and with his dog there, loving his work there. Is that like, what breed of dog is that?
It's
like
not
a cockapoo?
Cockapoodle or something.
Yeah, something like that. But I mean, the lighting on that photo, George, it's very difficult to see. So,
but no. What I will say is, he got me there, and then he's replaced you with a dog. I mean, that's all I want for these watch-alongs, is just to replace you with a dog. So yeah, straight away you go straight in with an 8 there as well. There's a lot of 8s because there's a lot of consistency. It's hard to separate them, but because of the dog, instantly gets to an 8. Come on.
Right, come on, lads, come on.
Did you just stick your tongue out so it looked like you're a dog?
Yeah, 86 minutes gone. We're just approaching the 87th minute at the moment. It says 1:26 on there, but yeah, it's 87 minutes that we're approaching in 5 seconds' time. And we don't look like creating a chance. This is going to be a horrible second look to record tomorrow, isn't it, mate? Do we even have to?
It's just going to be nothing, is it? It's yeah, really disappointing. Just nothing about this game. It's been a real ball fest, hasn't it? Which sums it up with the fact that we haven't had a shot. Just gone over the top of him there. Oh, poor. He's obviously not getting any other
Paul
players.
Horry for the super chat as ever. A huge support of the channel. Thanks so much, Paul. Really appreciate it. Hopefully we'll all be allowed in Wembley if we get there. Good job again, Les. Mate, honestly, really do appreciate your support so much. And yeah, what can I say? Hopefully we get to Wembley, but very difficult. Very difficult. Zamura's just looking like he's coming on there, Tom.
Yeah, he's obviously not playing any of the others. It's almost pointless having him on the bench by the looks of it, because Woody's got no. If you're ever going to get him on, it would be when you lose him, wouldn't it? So he obviously had no intention of playing Dan Juma, Billin, Solanke, or Lerma just there on the bench. Yeah, Zamura obviously coming on. Good for him. Pleased to see him going to get a run out, but come on.
What's Jonathan Woodgate gained from this fixture? He now knows which players not to play.
He basically knows that we're not the same team without Steve Cook, Jefferson Lerma, Arthur Tadju, all them. But yeah, it's probably a concern for him, because he probably thinks maybe these players that I thought I could bring in quite comfortably and not see too much of a downgrade. And what we'll say is try and flip it on a positive. A lot of these players haven't played a lot of minutes, people like Meps and stuff like that, and they've got good minutes under their belt, haven't they? And they might be better for that. And the team might be better for the fact that, you don't have a divine right to go back up and be the best team in the playoffs, because you're failing to beat a team that are getting relegated. So that should be a wake-up call. But don't know. I think there'll be a fair few minutes at a time here, because we had that player go down with a head injury, didn't we?
And, whoever we play are going to be watching this game, I'm absolutely certain, because they're going to be wanting to see our strengths and weaknesses. Yeah. Wouldn't you just be thinking, right, in the first leg, let's just injure Dan Juma, let's just injure Phil Bill, let's injure Steve Cook, let's injure Pierce, let's injure all the players that, they're obviously missing. I
think it's I'd like to think sportsman-wise that people wouldn't go into it too much. I mean, we saw against, but I thought Brentford might really try and go in on Arnie a bit, and they didn't really. But yeah, I just think to myself, if I was playing and they got a star man, you just give them one early, don't you? See if you fancies it. But yeah, plenty of weaknesses shown today, as Jeff says. It's a bit of a concern that these players haven't. It's weird. It's changing all the time, and say last couple of games have been pretty poor.
That's Robert from AFCB Latvia that sent in that photo. Me chatting to the Premier League. I'm going to park that emotion for a bit. We've all been fairly positive after some displays, but after this one, not so much. But we've got to remember the players that we are missing at the moment. 6 minutes of injury time again, and Bournemouth look to go on their break, but the ball to the right-hand flank gets intercepted, and yeah.
I mean, it's probably the best time to have a bit of a social media break, isn't it? Wouldn't have been nice to use Twitter to discuss this game. Yeah, really poor. But yeah, like I say, obviously 7 changes made a hell of a difference. But I think most people felt, whatever they thought of the changes, that was still a good enough team to beat Wycombe. and they haven't shown it. Not good enough performances. I think Roro can have his keep his head held high. I think Dan Pearce has done okay. Apart from that, I don't think anyone's done any good, to be honest.
No, they haven't. We're down the left-hand flank at the moment with Rico, but Wycombe get the ball clear. I mean, I think I sound like a stuck record, really, with the
Same
way
thing,
I've been
innit?
sort of you're talking through this game. I just feel as though we've lacked control in the middle of the park. We so miss Phil Billing, and who'd have thought that we'd ever be saying that, Tom?
Yeah, we miss Phil Billing definitely for them forward runs as well to get closer to Surridge, I think. But it's too much. It's like, oh, poor Edda. That's on target. We'll take it.
So, there we go. Happy days.
Just a nice little stat to get off, but it was not troubling them. But it's too much. Like you say, you can go, oh, we've really missed, as you say, missed Billing and them forward runs, missed Lerma dictating things, missed Steve Cook organising from the back, missed Lloyd Kelly and Dan Juma's collections down the left, missed Dom Solanke. Too much. And I think Woodgate will look at that and think he'll probably try and take it off the players a little bit, I think, and take a bit of the responsibility and say, I probably made too many. Because, I think at this stage, we saw it we're under a lot with JT, didn't we? Sometimes you can make too many changes, and I think 7 was a little bit too much. I think it's one of them. If you're going to rest, I would have liked to have seen, say if he rested Dan Juma today, okay, play Solanke then, and reverse it next week. I think having too many of them out at one point is just too much. I would have liked to have gone kind of half and half this week and next week, but is what it is. I think he was on a win nothing, whatever he did today.
We learnt from JT's era that over-rotating isn't necessarily the answer, is it?
No, I think if you spoke to JT honestly now and said, what would you change? I think he'd say I over-rotated too much, because I knew how many games you have. We were always playing Saturday, Tuesday, and I looked at our squad and thought I can just change all the time. Looking back, I probably wouldn't have done that as much, but it's just brought Zamora on for Rico. Nice to see JT get some minutes. And to be fair, him and Anthony are used to playing with each other, aren't they? So they'll be down that left-hand side for us.
Oh, Callum Wilson's boots here, mate.
Oh, they're Callum Wilson's, are they?
Yeah, that's George. That's George who sent that in. Something that we missed off the photo, but nice. Fair play.
We'll give him an 8. We'll go 8.1 because Callum's not with us anymore. Otherwise, it might have gone up. I like that. Nice touch.
Yeah, so 1-0 to the Chairboys. Is it, last week we were buzzing with a hive of activity in terms of the jokes of the bees swarming all over us. What's it going to be? Chairboys, Bournemouth taking a seat? No, I don't know. Puns, are we?
Yeah, what we do. I mean, they took the lead and then they just parked their bum on the chair and saw the game out, didn't they? What did we do? Yeah, we played like loads of people that were too busy on our deck chairs. Yeah, on our holidays. Not sure. Yeah, Chairboys. What is that? What then? Yeah, if they got any other nicknames, it's just Chairboys, isn't it?
I think it is.
Yeah, not good enough at all, has it been? But yeah, it's weird, isn't it? How you can go from all them wins in a row to 2 games that have just been rubbish.
Tom, I think this Watchalong setup, this kind of Watchalong 100% record or whatever, it is now disappearing, as we know.
It's in doubt, mate. That's the worst thing about this, isn't it, really? Let's be honest. It's in doubt. It's Tigsy, I think. He might have only done 1 or 2, but I think he's got 100%, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has.
He's going to love that, isn't he? Oh, I'm gutted now, even more. But, really weird. How can we word it differently? Because we've said we've only in the league, then only with us 2. What about... we've won every game when only us 2 have done a back of the net podcast and we've made less than 7 changes to the side. All right, there you go.
Oh my God,
that's all we got, mate. That's all we got. Oh dear.
So we got
didn't make a difference.
We've got 45 seconds left at the moment, and it's looking like we sadly are going to be not winning this one. And not even drawing at the moment either. It's been tepid, hasn't it? And I can't wait to do the free-for-all. Really can't. That's next. If you want to take part, let us know what you think. Just grab your phone, plug your headphones in, and go to afcbpodcast.com/take part. And then plug it. Yeah, just wait, and then I'll bring you in as soon as possible.
It's been one of them, which you kind of expect, one of them end of the season doesn't really matter games. But what concerns me is, no, it does matter to us because these players that have come in have got a chance to be involved in the playoffs. Do you know what I mean? They should be staking a claim. So yeah, really, really frustrating. But I would like, we've said about how we should be beating these lot. Credit to Wycombe today.
Full time.
Yeah, full time. Because I've seen Wycombe twice this season. Obviously, don't watch them against other teams. And off the 2 games they've played us, I'm surprised they're going down with a bit of a whimper, to be fair. Because they've in both games against us, they've really put in a fight, and credit to them. But yeah, fortunately, we've lost 2 games in a row that haven't really mattered. But yeah, disappointing and trying to spin it on a positive. Let's just hope we can learn from it, I suppose. That's all you can say. You learn when you lose, don't you? So I'm sure Woody won't be too happy with that.
No. Give me some positives, Tom. What positives did we have from that?
Positives. Roro had a go. Roro's someone that I didn't really see making much of a getting into the playoffs at all. But I think when he's played under Woodgate, which has been very rare, he's probably shown Woody that I can do something if you need me. Fair play to him. What I like to say with Roro is at least he tries to make something happen. He done more. What I'm saying is he done more than Brooks and Stanislas today. Definitely. Yeah. I think Pearson still looked like the heartbeat, which was good to see. Apart from that, I mean, we didn't really test the keeper. We didn't keep a clean sheet. There's not a lot to be positive about at all. Trying to think of a positive. Dan Juma and Solanke and Lerma, they're all fresh. That's all I can think of. But only positive is that Barnsley done the same, I guess. They've lost. Sold some mugs, like that. We sold out on the back of the net mugs. But yeah, we just got to move on from it quickly, mate. It's out of all the games this season, it was the one to lose because it didn't actually matter. But
well, you know what? Maybe we should take a break from Watchalongs next week and just try to enjoy the last game of the season if we can. We'll do the free fall as normal. We'll see how we go.
Tiggs do it on his own.
Yeah, just let Tiggs do it.
Tiggs.
Yeah, absolutely superb. And Marley from SCFC Fan Vlogs has said, just coming here to see our playoff opponents. Yeah, you know what? It probably will be. Anyway, at the end of this video, if you flick over at the end, it should take you to the free-for-all, which is going to start very, very shortly. We're on YouTube only for today. But Tom,
disappointed.
I want to say it's been a pleasure. but it's not.
No, I mean it's always nice to see the chat and have all that. It was, to be fair, I was quite glad we done that today because that would have been really hard to just sit and watch on your own. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, real disappointing one. But listen, we've got bigger things to worry about, haven't we? And let's just go into them playoffs, and hopefully we've learned a bit from today. And it can't get much worse than that, to be fair. So yeah, disappointing. But as they all say, we'll go again.
We'll go again, and I'm going to be going again in about 2 minutes' time on the free for all. So if you've got a thing to say about that, might even make it a short one today. We'll see how it goes. We'll see you very shortly. Tom, thanks very much.
Up, Cherries.